Holy cow, how we doing, everybody? Ed Madison here for another exhilarating episode of Ed Madison Podcast Project. I don't know if it's really exhilarating, but it's a lot of fun. And today, look who we've got here. Brian Froe. The man, the legend,
man.
From...
The myth.
Yes, from Wilton, Iowa. And he's here today to join us. Say hello.
Hello.
You can say hello whenever you want. The camera's always
I
there.
got a camera right there?
You do, yes.
Wow.
And it's got a wide angle, so if you put your hand out, it can still see you, even if you're this close.
Oh, man, this blows my whole routine because I was going to ask, do you always do this in your underwear? When people can see you?
Well,
this ain't fair.
They can't really see your lower level, right? So I guess he could be, just in his boxers.
No, I was talking about you.
Oh, they can totally see you, just a corner of me.
Yeah, okay, so that just blew that routine. I thought about this all the way here.
And nobody would really want to see that shit anyway.
Well, I'm just saying, but it would be funny.
It would be funny.
But I didn't realize it was on screen as well.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
They're all like that, yeah.
If you would have told me that, I would have showered.
What do you mean? You smell fine from here.
Well, we're 4 feet away from each other.
And that's fine. The great thing is that I was able to have Fro come over and just have a nice little friendly talk podcast. I've known him for a couple of weeks now, but
Couple of weeks. What, 2010?
It's been a little while. How about this? When I traditionally like to open up a bottle, and I have for us today, 15-year-old Glenlivet. And what I'm going to do, which is tradition, I always like to open this up for the guests, pour, and then you can kind of say hello, who you are, because not everybody knows that watches the podcast regularly who you are. So say hello, say who you are while I'm getting this set up.
All right. Well, thanks, Ed. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming to my place tonight, Ed, and doing this with me. It's been very special. I forgot it is your place.
It is my place. I didn't
God,
know if you were just
I'm
joking.
such a control freak. I'm telling you right now. It's disgusting. But no, my name is Brian Froehlich. I own Fro's, and I'm better known as Fro in Wilton, Iowa. I've been there 15 years. I met this devil back in, like I said, 2010, I think. I don't know.
Has it been that long? Yeah.
Well, he was outside doing a benefit concert. I remember that. And the guy that ran it kind of hosed the other bands, and I stepped in at the last minute and made a man up and pay you guys. And then I didn't even know you really. I didn't know any of the band members. I didn't know anybody. And I remember looking you guys all up and showing up to your places and handing another $50 out of my pocket. And that's how we met.
That was how we met. And so just to be clear on, what that means to me, when you have a situation where somebody gets hosed, can we put it that way?
Yeah.
And it's not one person, a collective of people.
It was three bands.
It was, 3 bands. And basically, Fro, when he found out that the bands weren't paid accordingly because it was at a establishment next to his bar, or what's the right way to say it?
It was right on the street. Yeah.
Well,
it was on the street, actually. Yeah, right next to the bar.
Exactly. And he owns a bar called Fro's in Wilton, and he also... next door, there's some live music, whether it's outside or in a adjoining building that is not Fro's, where they have live music. So this happened outside, like he said, and it really says a lot about somebody's character when you do take the time and money to drive where you need to. He did not send money to make up for the bands not getting paid that day, that big event. He actually hand delivered that. And you know what? That means a lot. It means a lot to me. And that's how I knew that I could get along with somebody like him, because I knew that it was somebody I could trust. Somebody who's willing to go out of their way. That's what you did. I mean, he went out. So I worked at Krieger's in Muscatine at the time. And I was selling cars back then. And he came out to the dealership and hand delivered the money that we basically were able to distribute to the rest of the band that I was in, which was called Autumn Falls at the time.
I still have a t-shirt.
Do you Autumn Falls t-shirt?
Yeah, somehow I got one of your t-shirts. It was black with white lettering.
Yep, that's it.
I still have it and I still wear it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome, man. So that's how I met him. And that's, ever since that, would you say that was the point then maybe we started talking and then I was coming over there in another capacity to play with the new band, the next band?
I think what it was is that I looked you back up to see if you and Autumn Falls could come back and play in 311.
Oh, okay.
And that's when you joined up with Mike.
Yeah.
With this Blackout Unplugged thing with Chad at the time. It was just you three guys.
Correct, yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, people, if you've not seen Blackout Unplugged, I wish I could take these guys on the road. I wish they didn't have real jobs. Yeah. We'd go to Chicago. We'd go to Atlanta, Georgia. We'd go to big places. Because these guys, I'm telling you right now, Ed's a phenomenal guitar player.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Mike has got one of the best voices, male voices that I've ever heard. He still gives me goosebumps.
Let's be honest. If I didn't have Mike Oshner with me, doing that, it would not be the same. I mean, because Mike's he's on a whole nother level. As a local cover artist singer, he doesn't really do originals, but he does great cover work, and especially with the music we play too. Yeah, I mean, gosh, Mike, it is funny. I remember in the past, you're like, you should get on The Voice or something.
I did. Remember that?
I remember
I pushed that for him.
I do remember that. Yeah.
And he finally was going to do it, and then I don't know what happened, but he didn't do it.
I don't know. Really quick, toast. Thank you for coming over, brother.
Toast.
Always.
I already sipped this once. It's like, this is going to kill me. I'm a Bud Light guy, by the way, people.
He is.
I don't do shots. Maybe once in a while I might do a shot of tequila. But see, I own a bar, and I've been doing this for about 39 years.
Jesus, man.
And
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I'm some kind of freaking moron.
No, that's great, though. I mean, it says a lot if you can basically stay in business that long in the bar business. Think of how many bars around us. Muscatine, Wilton, Durant, or wherever, this Muscatine County area. How many bars have went under in the past 5 to 10 years?
Oh, I've watched a dozen.
At least, right?
But you know what? I grew up in this industry as a little kid. I've had some great mentors. I got in the 80s, I'm that old, yes, I am that old. In the early 80s, I worked at the hottest nightclub in Davenport called the Gallery Lounge, where if you weren't in there by 7:30, 8 o'clock, you didn't get a seat. It was assholes to elbows. I only worked 2 days a week.
Yeah.
And I was walking out there with $600 in my pocket.
That's incredible, especially for money back then, right?
Oh,
yeah,
and it was
huge.
$600 in 2 days. It was like a drug. I got hooked.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So him bringing that up, I want to take a moment, and you've told me this, but I'm just for the podcast. So in the early 80s, what made you get into bartending? What was the moment where you're like, this is something I'm going to do? Get a little extra cash maybe, or a primary job? What was it?
It didn't happen that way. Actually, my uncle owned a honky-tonk bar down in Davenport on 3rd Street called the Stable Saloon. I was 16, 17 years old. And I think when I was 17, I would go in there and clean up the bar during the day. And then when I turned 18, I started bartending. But that was easy bartending back then. I mean, it was a beer and a shop kind of a place. You played country music.
So there
was a hot little bar, too.
No cocktails where you're mixing drinks and stuff?
No, not really. I mean, there were simple ones, but I mean, it was basically a beer and a shop kind of a bar.
Okay.
And I did that for a while, and then met some hot little chickie, and next thing I know, I'm in Arizona, and next thing I know, that hot little chickie wanted to move to Nashville, Tennessee, and God, that place sucks. I'm telling you.
Nashville does. Yeah.
Oh my God, if you don't play guitar and sing and talk like a Southern like this, you're just screwed, boy, because they don't like you.
When was the last time you were back down in Nashville? Do you remember?
Me and my wife was on a trip when we came back up to that way.
Did you come up that? Is that when you did the fun game of guess where you guys were at in the country?
Yes.
I remember that, which we could talk about later, too, if you want.
So, that's okay. We can talk about anything. It's your show.
Well, yeah, no.
You're making me drink scotch, for Christ's sakes.
Am I really making you drink it, or are you enjoying it?
I don't know, man. Oh, my God.
He's not sure, but I think he's enjoying it.
When I was 16 or 17 years old, me and some buddies it seemed like it was a gallon of Kessler's whiskey. And we sat around Scott Dieter's mom's kitchen table, which she was very forgiving. We got to do a lot of stuff in that house, but anyway. And we sit there with a shot glass. You do a shot, pass the shot glass around like you would do a joint.
Okay.
And we drank almost the entire bottle. There's 8 of us, I remember. Round table. Oh my God, I've never gotten so fucked up in my life.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
So now, next thing you know, this is on Highway 61 as you're coming into Davenport. And there was this girl down the road, about a quarter mile, Julie something. And she was having a big party in her house. So all these drunken idiots decide to jump in the car. And by the way, it snowed a lot that year.
It did.
And there was like this big buildup of snow in the middle of the media on 61.
Winter of what?
Long time ago.
Okay, fair enough.
So 79, 78, something like that.
But anyway, so on the median, there's a huge pile of snow.
Huge, because they couldn't have, there's nowhere to go.
The snow plows would push it up.
Yeah,
right?
so all my drunk buddies, there's like 7, 8 of them, jump in this car like clowns in a circus. I looked at them, And back then, at least I had some comments. I said, there's no freaking way I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm walking. So I'm walking down the middle of Highway 61, wintertime, cold as hell, falling off this snow mountain because I'm drunk as shit on fucking Kessler's. I get to this party. The front screen door is ripped off the house. My buddies are laying in the snow outside the house. I think they did it. I know they did it.
Like trying to get in, they couldn't get in.
Yeah,
so they
I don't
tore
know.
the
I mean,
screen?
it was a metal screen door. I mean, they literally ripped off the house.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, I get in there, and actually one of them made their way in. Okay, remember, folks, this is a long time ago. And so I get in this party, go down the basement, and there's a half-inch of water everywhere because they had a freaking pipe burst.
Oh,
There's
no.
half-inch of water all over, so you're walking in standing water.
Oh.
And she let me in because I wasn't with the rest of the idiots. They're still laying out in the snow pile.
That was a win. And I'm assuming this is Julie.
No.
This is a different Julie.
Oh, yeah, this is not my wife.
Oh, okay.
Nope, that's not my wife.
I didn't know if that's the way you were going
Nope,
with that
no.
or not. Yeah.
So anyway, I'm leaving. I know I went into there because I wasn't going to go in. But one of them had made it into the party before the door got ripped off. And they were letting me in. He goes, Brian, go get my bong. I left it downstairs.
In the water?
No, just downstairs.
Right.
So I got downstairs. No, it was on the table. I mean,
okay.
there's half-inch of water everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk in there and I said, I got to get this bong. And somebody was using it. He go, you want a hit? I said, sure. So I hung out for another hour and a half.
As they're outside in the snow.
I don't know how I got back up to Scott Dieter's mom's house. I know we raided Julie's mom's liquor because she filled it back up with water. So I was never so sick in my life.
Oh, wow.
I called my grandmother, because I lived with my grandmother at the time, and I said, hey, I'm going to stay at Scott's house. And she says, no, get home. So Scott's mom gives me a ride home.
In the winter weather. Was it snowing or is it just
I had my
cold?
head out the window like a dog on a summer day with my ears flapping, and it's cold
okay.
as hell.
Yeah.
I get home. I fall up the stairs going to my bedroom. Next morning, I wake up. I'm butt-ass naked, laying against a tub with a towel over my head. That is the last time I ever touched whiskey or scotch.
Good news. You're having some good stuff tonight, though. Do you enjoy it?
It's smooth, Ed.
Isn't it?
It's very smooth.
I told you.
It is.
The best for you, right?
Oh, you
Not the best. I lied. Not the...
No, he's got some 21-year-old stuff. He goes, you're not that good for that stuff.
Well, no, I said I'm not even that good for that stuff. You know what that 21-year scotch is for? That's for like a monumentous occasion in my life.
What the hell do you think this is?
I mean, that's why I've got the 15-year going, right? There's no, I mean, it's not
By the way,
like
he
it's-
did crack this. This was a brand new bottle. I was impressed.
It was in my collection, yeah.
I was impressed.
I have a modest collection.
It's like, wow.
Modest.
But Ed likes to come over to my place, and he likes to, once in a while, he'll come over and he'll play guitar.
Occasionally, yes.
Yeah. And by the way, this guy is phenomenal.
Who are you
I remember
talking
he
about?
first started singing. He was very shy. He didn't open up the lungs. He didn't use the diaphragm. He just kind of sung out of the throat.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay? I mean,
But
Ed does a song every time he comes to my place, Scooby-Doo. Him and I sing it together. It's become a tradition.
Woo! So he's telling a great, I'm glad he remembered this. I forgot all about it. So yeah, the first time I ever sang and played by myself was Scooby-Doo, the theme song. And the old, of course, the
Right.
69 version or whatever
Right.
like that. And I still know how to play it today.
Well, duh.
Duh.
You played
right?
it enough.
So that's the thing. You have kids too, right? So
Right.
it's like my kids back then would have been definitely, considerably younger.
Right.
And I played all kinds of songs. Scooby-Doo Form was the biggest one, though. They love that. And then I'm like, well, if I can do it at home, I've done it enough. Let's try it at Froehlich. And it was fun. It was so much fun. And I still like doing it when we go there to play.
Yeah.
And next Friday, and I don't know when this is going to get published, but next Friday when we play there, I'm totally going to do it.
Well, duh, because it's you and
Yeah,
Mike.
exactly. Yeah.
That's part of your thing.
That's the part where I kicked Mike off the fucking stage and I say, I'm going to do my thing right now.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not like that.
No, but actually, this guy has come a long ways with this singing. He's gotten confident. He has practice, and I'm telling you right now, practice does make. There's something to be said about practice. I mean, because you sing very well.
I'm trying my best
No,
to,
you
to
do.
do it more and more. I feel
You
like
know?
the more I do it, easier it gets, right?
I know,
It's like
and
anything
I told you
else.
that a long time ago.
You
right?
did. He's given me. I appreciate him not only as a friend, and you know, I don't. I feel like I'm trying to categorize you. I always consider him a friend because you know we've done a lot of things together over the years, but also there's been some good, you know,
Chemistry.
there's been some good chemistry. But I guess what I'm saying is though he's kind of coached and helped me, like when I was starting to sing and play more. Like trying to help tell me, you know, recommended some things to do for like vocals and singing and approaching the mic dynamics, right?
You know what's funny thing is though?
Yeah,
I'm not even a goddamn musician.
I know.
I'm
The
a
thing
sound
is,
guy.
How many sound? So this gentleman is a sound engineer. It's on his
Sound
resume.
engineer. That's funny shit.
But no, the nice thing is he sees all these bands play at his adjoining B311, right? So he has an opportunity to see the best and the worst and the in between on all these people. So I always appreciate getting some legit feedback. It's hard to get that. It is. So when you have a friend though who's willing to step out and be like, this is, you know, dynamics, you know, this is, you know, and I've always taken that to heart, and I told you that afterwards too.
I know it, and I always, you know, at first, you know, it's like, I know we know each other, but Jesus, I'm criticizing it. I'm criticizing this guy.
That's okay.
But I want him to be better because I
Yes.
love him.
And I appreciate
You know,
that, and I
and
love
it's
you
like-
for that too. Hell yeah, man.
So I mean,
I
but
take it to
you've
heart.
done it. You've done it though.
I have.
You've done it.
I need to keep doing it to get better
You know
at
what's-
it, and that's all it is.
Nice thing about it is you've been very lucky to surround yourself by a lot of great musical talent.
Yeah, I agree. I
You know
totally
what?
agree.
Motorboat, love that band.
Yeah, it's a fun little three-piece.
Yeah.
With you know, obviously with, you know, now Chad
Right.
instead of the previous Tiffany drummer before, Nick, the bass player.
Right.
But all these little things that I've done throughout the years since I met you. So Autumn Falls, Blackout, you know, Motorboat, and the
Electric
the
Blackout.
electric, and then both, right?
Right.
Yep. And we did one. Remember that one show we did, an acoustic show? It was so funny because I remember him asking me. I remember it was you asking me this. Is that instead of, I'm pretty sure it was you. You said instead of having the acoustic with you and Mike tonight, bring your electric guitar instead. I don't know if you remember that or not, but I've still got pictures
Yeah.
of that one gig where I had an electric guitar. I would just play it clean tone,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then I would switch to a little dirty kind of to give it some.
Right.
That was fun. So we've had some fun experimenting over there too,
Right.
which has been incredible. And you know what? To be honest, most places you couldn't get away with doing that and having somebody at the end of the night judge you for it, and you know, just be, what's the word I'm looking for? You know how some bar owners could be, right? They're like, oh, you know, you took some risks. I don't really appreciate that. The nice thing is with Fro though, you know, he understands, and he's totally understanding of like, hey, let's try this. You know, recommending songs for us too that we love to, you know, try to accommodate through the years just for the fun of it. Even if it's a one-off situation, like the last gig, was it the Pearl Jam song? It was
It was something you guys never done.
it wasn't. No, it was in some different tuning that I made it work though. It was and it turned out pretty good, but I'm trying to remember what the fuck it was. Was it Daughter?
Yes.
Was it Daughter?
Yes. Remember I asked you to learn that one for
And
me?
we did. We played it
You
actually.
did.
We did.
And Mike did a great job, and you did a great job.
Yeah, it worked out good.
I recognize the song. So, obviously, cheers to you, my friend, because you played the right chords.
That's good. I did.
Because I didn't come up to you by the end of the night and say, oh, by the way, there was a couple of sour chords in there.
That's all right.
I am that guy.
That's
I am
okay.
that guy.
Fucking dick. Jeez.
I am.
I'm just kidding.
I don't care. You know what? I learned a long time ago from a guy that I worked with at another restaurant, the
Yeah.
TikTok restaurant in Downport. It's not there no more. But the owner, he looked at me one night. He goes, Brian, the man with the gold makes the rules.
It's true.
Now, I got fool's gold. I don't have real gold, but my pockets are still heavy.
There,
I wear a belt.
that's good. You have to keep it up, right?
I know it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But man, it hurts when you smack yourself on the side of the counter and you got a pocket full of rocks.
Yes. That could hurt. But he's right though. And I guess what I'm saying though is that it's nice to be able to have a place like yours, you know, next door, to be able to just try a couple of things and not be criticized for it and, you know, flung out and said, nope, never again.
Remember that night? Remember that night when you, Mike, and Chad came out and played, and the place was totally dead.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That broke my heart. I mean, that did actually. It broke my heart.
I was just checking the video. Keep going. You're doing good.
At the end of the night, those 3 boys come up to me, and it still cracks. I mean, it still breaks me up because it was beautiful. Fro, this is on us.
Yeah.
It was practice night.
Yep. I remember that night, man. Anything, man, to make it easier on you.
You didn't charge me a dime.
No, we didn't.
All I did was picked up all your girlfriend's tabs.
We appreciate that.
You know, that's all I did. But
Yeah.
you didn't charge me a dime. So to me, that's not just having a band. That's having a friendship.
It is, man.
You know what I'm saying? And quite frankly, Ed and Mike have played my bar
A couple of times, right?
more than anybody. More than anybody. But they deserve it because they are the best.
Well, I appreciate that. And so maybe let's take a quick moment. I want to look up a couple of pictures, and I told Fro, I did a little digging earlier.
Okay.
Let's take a look at some old pictures
Sure.
for the fun of it. So up here, I'm going to have it projecting up there for you to
Oh,
check
you
out.
look at you, high-tech son of a gun. Jiminy God.
Do you expect any
This
less?
guy's got everything. You know what? He's got a great-looking girlfriend. He's got a nice house.
Thank
You know what? He's so sexy. If I wasn't married for 30 years,
Whoa!
I would probably have to change, but I can't.
You're the man. I love you.
I know.
You know I love you.
No, you're the man, though. See, I was going to come in tonight and interview Ed. I'm sure he's done a lot of these and never been interviewed. And I was gonna be a tool. Yeah, I just looked at his poster where it says tool.
Yes.
And come
One
in here
of my favorite bands, for
and,
sure.
and start interviewing him on his own podcast. It's like, so Ed, how long you been doing this?
Do you really want to know? I'll tell you. So if you were to quiz me
Yes.
or ask me questions, there has only been one other guest who's turned the tables on me unexpectedly,
Yeah.
which has been pretty funny because usually nobody comes prepared in that manner.
Oh
So-
no, you know what? When you told me about this months ago, I started thinking in my head, this is not going to be boring. This is not going to be mundane.
It wasn't be boring.
This is
of
going to
course
be
not.
this is going to be hysterical.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. But
Yes.
then I didn't realize you had video too. It's like, what the hell?
Fuck yeah.
Because I had a lot of routines,
Oh, did you really?
yeah, without video. So, but now you kind of screwed up my whole show.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for inviting me.
No, it's awesome. And I mean, here, so if we take a look, here's some old pictures.
Oh yeah,
Okay, so
Oh, yeah,
bring
these go
yourself
way
in
back.
here. Yep, bring yourself
yeah.
into the table.
yeah.
So
These go way back. These are some sexy people right there. I'm telling you right now.
I'm going to pull up which one you want me to go with first here.
Oh my God, I like the first one on the bottom. That was a very right. Nope, the far left. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
far left. Okay, with the flannel, the lumberjack flannel edition.
Look at those 2 young men. Oh my God, they were babies back then.
See
I'm
that?
telling you. I mean, they just started having peach fuzz on their cheeks.
Woodchuck cider, no less. in
I
my
know
hand.
it, right?
I used to smoke cigars and drink that when I was
I
down
know
there.
it. Yeah, I love these boys. Love these boys.
Okay, so that's a good picture.
That's a great picture.
Yep. So in the background, you can see where in the United States is you and Julie.
Remember, that's my map where I
Yeah.
did Where in the Hell Are the Froze?
That's what I'm saying, where you guys were at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Here's one. Okay.
Beautiful picture right there.
We got a good narration going.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, look at, it's funny, you even look at Chad, too, how different he looks.
Oh, I know
And
it.
then we got Mike. Mike looks like a fucking kid there.
He is a baby. So are you. Look at you.
So you know how I know this is when I was in the car dealership? Because
How?
I have no facial hair.
You're a baby.
I was a baby.
I met him when he was a baby.
And-
I used to fucking change his diapers backstage, by the way. I'm just letting you know.
He's got a green room. It's
I
kind of
do.
a big deal.
No, it's not a big deal.
What's another bar that has a green room like that? Not very many. And then to the far right, we got Billy Schneider, too.
I know. Look how young Billy looks.
God, I know, right?
God.
That's when Billy used to
You know
guest
what?
sing for us, too, a little bit.
And he won't sing.
I
Because
tried.
his
I've tried.
His significant other
Yes.
keeps putting him down and says, "Oh, he can't sing."
He can
And
sing.
it's like, "Oh no, Billy." I'm not saying Billy's voice is as good as Mike's voice, but Billy has a
different way.
sweet
Yep.
undertone of when he sings, and it's very nice. It's very, I don't know how to say it, but it's sweet.
So if I had to put it this way, I would say Mike and Billy both have fantastic voices. Mike's for maybe this side of the genre of music. Billy, maybe
He's more pop.
Correct.
He's more pop.
Isn't that the best way to say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not an insult. That's a compliment.
By the way, I did make Billy sing with me one night. My last karaoke I had.
What did he sing?
I can't remember. I told him, I said, we're singing together.
Yeah.
I made him sign a contract on a bar napkin, and we kept it in the top drawer. And I held him to that contract. And he walked in, and Ryan, his soulmate,
Yep.
was there. And I looked at Ryan and said, you don't have to come back in the back room. I said, you can sit your ass right here.
Owned.
I said, but this
No,
guy.
I'm just kidding, Ryan. You're cool too.
No, I love Ryan.
I'm just teasing. You know what I'm saying, though.
But
yeah, we're good.
Threw that napkin down on the table, and I said,
Fucking binding contract.
binding contract. You signed it. I signed it. Stephanie witnessed it. And Stephanie goes, you're playing tonight. So we went over and we sang. I can't remember what song it was. But Billy did a fantastic job. And I quite frankly,
That's a great job.
I quit singing halfway through the song because you know what?
Just let him do it. Right?
I know.
I know. So
I suckered him in, dude.
good.
It's like,
Fucking deviant. I love it. That's why this man is the best right here. Billy, you need to sing more.
I agree.
Friends here believe in you.
Oh, he's got a sweet voice.
Sweet voice.
Sweet voice. He could be in any band he wanted to be in.
He could.
He really could.
He could, yeah. But anyway, so another picture out
Great
there.
picture.
Let's go ahead and...
Very young people.
Very, very young people. By the way, that gentleman in the dark blue shirt on the left is quite handsome too there.
Oh, shut up.
All right. Let's go ahead and go. Okay, here we go. So this is where we really start to not the very first Blackout Unplugged show at B311.
No, it
Definitely
wasn't.
Maybe a year into it or something like that.
Yeah.
Is this later in the night when you're there, kind of hanging out and getting ready to sing a little bit with us, and or what's going on here?
God, I don't know, man. I was probably pretty drunk back then, Ed.
Why am I sitting on a stool? Is what I want to know.
Because
I typically stand when
I know
play.
back then you guys were lazy fuckers. You
That's what it was.
You couldn't stand, and I was sitting there.
You know what it really was? It was me being uncomfortable and not confident enough to where I could stand and play guitar. So there's phases to everything, right?
So
like
this
singing.
this was early on, in you guys being there.
It is.
Because I think maybe this is the first show without Chad.
It could have been. So
I really do think this was the first show without Chad.
you ready for your mind to be blown now?
Sure.
Okay. Let's dig into the archives. And I know we're doing a lot with this, but this is cool. This is our history. So
This
let's
is our
take
history.
Let's take it back. So we're digging into Facebook, our Blackout Facebook page. If you want to check it out, no big deal. Link below.
Oh, check it out.
So,
They're going to be playing in Atlanta, Georgia next month, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be setting this up.
That's not the case. I want to tell everybody though. So if we take a look at, I want to share this picture because the reason why I think this picture is funny. Oh shoot, hold on, I got to recast this. My bad. Give me 1 second here.
You know, he's good, but he's not that good. He still screws up.
I'm gonna blame
You
the.
screw up. The
I'm
scotch. Yeah, but let's blame the scotch.
I'm not that drunk yet. All right, so
Yeah.
so the couple of things about this picture is that this is our first show.
This was not your first show, my friend.
It was. I shit you not. I shit you not. And here's the deal. You got to believe me on this one, okay? So I brought that little acoustic guitar.
That was like your third show you ever did with me.
Honestly, it wasn't. And here's how I can prove that to you. So if you look on Facebook, our very first show was 10/14/11. And if you take a look at Mike's Sprite shirt, it's here. Take a look up there.
I see it.
Yep.
He never changes his clothes. So what? What's your point?
And then here it is. The very first show was at this is our first show. I shit you not, man. I shit you not, it is.
And you gave me a little guitar that night.
We did. And that's the one that stuck around. And then eventually you had your wall where you put it up on the wall.
Really?
I shit you not. Trust me on this one. This is true. Yep.
I mean, we had only known each other from
This is
one conversation.
This is 2011.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is right after I went down and paid you money.
Not right after.
Because that's the first time you played back in my bar.
Correct. But the thing is that the Autumn Falls thing, there was a time. There was a time in between Autumn Falls and the first one. But I guess what I'm getting at is that if you look back again at this, you'll see that. Hold on, I'm just going through pictures. You can see up on the TV. This is definitely our first one, and then you'll see that's the guitar that's on your wall.
Yep.
And we yeah, I remember.
Scotch is getting to me, hitting my nose on your mic.
No, you're fine. I think the best part was I remember that night we signed it for you. I think it wasn't something, and we left it there
No,
intentionally.
you did.
And I think it was in your back room for the longest time.
It
before
was
you-
until I started. I created my music wall.
which is badass, by the way. It's
Right.
like fucking Hard Rock, fucking cafe hotel.
I mean,
in
truthfully, you know what? I'm amazed how many bands have given me perfectly good cymbals,
Yeah, to put up on the wall.
expensive cymbals.
Yeah, to put up on
They
the wall.
signed and put on the
Cymbals-
wall.
Cymbals are expensive.
I
by the
know,
way,
but
everybody.
again, see that kind of stuff makes me proud.
Yeah,
Because you know, Ed, I do treat bands like rock stars,
he's pretty generous.
right?
Yes, green M&Ms all day long.
I mean, if you want the brown ones, I'll make my bar manager make you brown
Is
M&Ms.
that Stephanie?
Yes, Stephanie.
Stephanie, please.
But no, I do. I treat my bands good because here's the deal. And like I always said, I'm in a small town. I can't cover charge to get in.
Right.
The reason I got my own sound equipment so I could get great bands a little bit cheaper because you don't have to drag in all this equipment.
Expensive.
It's expensive.
I know. How do I know?
It's expensive. I mean, and it's time consuming.
It's fucking time.
You know what? I mean,
Setting it up.
remember my setup. I get a band on stage. I mic them up. What is it? 10 minutes
Yeah.
and you're done.
It's because he doesn't have to set it. It's already in place. So
It's
you
in place.
mic it and that's it.
I pretty much got everything set, all the levels and everything else. I go through it. I adjust because every instrument's a little bit different. Just
little
make it a
bit,
little
yeah.
minor adjustment. Da 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 da. 10 minutes. Sound check. Done.
Done. Yep. It's great. It's really because there's only a few venues in the Quad Cities besides Ribco and Froze that I can think of, and another one that's kind of on the top of my head that have house sound.
Rascal.
Rascals. That's the other one.
Yep.
Thank you so much. But besides that, though,
I
what
think
else?
Harley Corons has their own too.
No, we had to bring our sound when we played at Harley Corns or Corins or however you pronounce.
Corons or whatever.
Correct.
Really?
We did.
They got their sound guy in the booth though.
Nope. Check it out. I got pictures there for that one too.
By the way, Ed is a picture whore.
I am.
He likes to see himself on video. He'll put a
I
video
do.
up and he puts zoom it right on his face so he can see his expression.
Lies.
Yeah, I
lies.
know.
I want you to know that's lies. But
no, it ain't live.
the funny thing is, though, you know what I do all those videos for? It's because I do it so I can watch it and see how terrible I did, so I can get better.
You know what? You gotta get over that gig, kid, because he's been doing this for years. Oh, I suck. You know what? Your pity party is done. It's done right now.
What pity party?
No more pity party. Okay, you're a goddamn great musician.
I thank you. I appreciate. I found the picture. So if you look up
Okay.
there, so remember the picture we were looking at where you were standing on stage with us? That
Yes.
was Froze number 3.
Okay.
So not number 3. It looks like. Hold on. Let's go. This is 5/5/12. And I was standing. I was standing that night. Yep, there it is. There you are too. Can you see it?
Yep.
So that was 5/5/12. Look at that.
All right.
Shit. Look at that gentleman right
Oh,
there.
that is one
That is one
sexy.
ugly motherfucker
That
right
is
there.
one sexy dude.
So
The girls were throwing their panties at you. That
Whoa,
night.
whoa, 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 whoa. So there was one.
Hey, by the
fun
way,
story.
Lacey wasn't with you back then, so who gives a shit?
Can I share one funny story with you?
Sure.
That happened at Froze, and I think the first night we ever played there.
Did you get to see boobies?
I've seen boobies I've seen tits I've seen tits at B311. They flashed us, but you know what else I saw? And I've got video this summer. All those videos that we were talking about that I record. Gal comes up. The thing's like third or fourth set, so it's later in the night. I don't even know who it is, to be honest. We'd have to find the video. Walks up. I remember I'm sitting in that chair, right? Because it's the first gig. We're just sitting down. She walks up and fucking shakes her ass in my face and then walks away. It was only like a matter of moments, and then it was over. But I've got it on video.
I think I remember that because your guitar raised a little bit. I just thought he was bringing it up subtly, but there was like a slight raise,
Yes.
and then it went back down.
It was the strangest thing. Something happened.
It was like a goddamn optical illusion.
I'm pretty sure everybody in the venue in the building saw it though.
So anyway.
They saw it. They did see it. Yes.
By the way, this is smooth.
Isn't it awesome?
I don't know about awesome, but
Finish that off so I can give you another ice cube.
oh Jesus,
Come on, you're going to do one more with me. Don't be like that. I'll drive you home if I need to, or Lacey will.
Mike, if you listen to this, I told you I wasn't going to do this, right? I said he's going to have to give me Bud Light. Jesus Christ, what did you give me?
Ice.
That son of a bitch sunk the goddamn fucking Titanic.
Drop it down.
Oh, sorry.
I got you.
Oh, sorry.
I got you. This is the last one, so you can drive safely, okay? I need to refill mine. I don't give a fuck because I'm not going anywhere after this.
But anyway, you know what? We've had some great history.
We have, yep.
And it's been really fun. And
Can we?
it's been for 15 years I've been in this bar business out there in this little town. And it's been interesting.
Before we get back to that,
Okay.
because I want to talk about that one last thing.
Go ahead. It's your show.
So look at this picture. This is the last picture I'll leave you with, okay?
That was outside, Bubba.
This is it. So we looked at all those old pictures. Let's leave it one of the most current ones.
All right. You guys aged very badly.
He's not fucking wrong. That's for sure. I mean, the gray hairs.
Except for you're like almost 100 pounds lighter now.
I mean, so
What are you? 50 pounds lighter? 60 pounds lighter?
it's hard. So I lost.
Ed got to be a chubby guy. Okay,
did.
but he was still a beautiful
did.
person inside. I mean, it was like a flower that had a wilted leaf, but the flower was still beautiful.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, you've dropped like 50, 60 pounds.
I dropped 60 pounds at the
Good
at the
guess,
most.
right? I know bra sizes and size sizes.
Explain this for him really quick.
I knows what I knows, and that's all that I knows.
You heard it here first.
That is my saying.
Yes, and I will never forget that with Fro too. I knows what I knows,
That's all that I knows.
and that's all that I knows. I never forget that. That's like, if you could take away one thing from a very important person in your life, one of the big things I took away from him is I'll always know that saying, and I'll always say that, like, when I'm, whatever,
Right.
50 years from now, if I make it, I won't make it that long.
I
but
got
I'm
to
saying-
I got to steal a saying from a member from the Downport Country Club when I was out there as a bar manager, and there's this old couple out there, Mrs. Fowler.
Where's Miss Fowler from?
Mrs. Fowler and Mr. Fowler are from Downport. They had a
Okay.
advertising business, and actually I almost got a job there without having a college degree because I could draw. But Mr. Fowler looked at me. He looked at my stuff. He was a great man. World War II pilot.
World War II. What did he fly? Did he tell you?
The things that shot other planes down.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like a bomber or
No.
like a whatever it was.
No, I mean he was a fighter pilot.
Oh, sweet.
I know it, right?
Right, yeah.
So Mr. and Mrs. Fowler, love that couple. I'd be out on the golf course running drinks for members, and they'd be golfing. I'd follow them, and I would tell Mrs. Fowler where her ball went, because she'd hit it right, she'd hit it left, she'd hit it in the brush.
Hook.
I'd go find her.
Slice.
I'd go find her ball for her, and she looked at me and she goes, "Brian, you are." Oh, how did she put that? Oh, hang on. You are handier than her front pocket. I looked at Mrs. Fowler. I said, "That is awesome." I said, "May I use that for the rest of my life?" And she goes, "Yes, you can." You're handier than a front pocket.
That's good. That's good. It's like little things like
So
that.
I started making up my own sayings.
Now I'm not going to forget either.
I know it.
What's another saying you've ever come up with then?
Oh, God. I've come up with a lot.
Yeah.
Ed, you know me.
I know, yeah.
I write my own music. I should have wrote music. I can listen to any country song and change the lyrics and make it something good using the same beat because all country music pretty much has the same 8-7 beats.
It does.
I'm sorry.
I'm not a country fan, and I don't know if you know that about me. I'm not at all. So, yeah.
I do it all the time at the bar.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. I floor people.
Oh,
It's not like I got a great voice.
So
I can sing, though.
Nashville could be for you. Write lyrics for those people down there. Write music for them. Why not? Make money on selling lyrics to them. They don't write their own fucking music anyway.
That's funny shit.
They don't.
But anyway, I just do it because I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
And by the way, my comedy show is going on the road here next week. I'm going to be open up in St. Louis.
Do tell.
So, yeah. So,
Sure.
look me up in St. Louis if you happen to be down there next week. And then I'm going to go to Baltimore and then...
Baltimore?
Oh,
Are you sure you
yeah.
wanna go
Or
to
then
Baltimore?
Atlanta. And then I'm thinking about Tallahassee. And I don't know. It's crazy. It's growing.
So let me ask you this: in all your travels, so I know you and Julie have traveled, and we had that fun thing where. Can we talk about that? It was a fun
Sure.
thing. So, can you take it away? Explain what you guys did for this fun little thing you did at the bar.
You mean with the map?
Yep.
Me and Julie, see, when my wife and I go on road trips, there really is no planned destination. I am a guy, we have GPS, but I'm still that guy who stops in every state and gets a state road map. Because you know why? You can open those up and see the big picture. GPS, you can only see this much.
He's not wrong.
So I open up the map and I see the big picture.
So, what was your favorite state to go through then?
Ever?
Yeah, just when you're traveling like that for that, the big map thing.
I don't know. How many sell pot now? I don't know.
I can Google that. You
I
want me to
already
Google
know.
that?
I already know.
Oh, okay.
No, you know what?
Wait, Illinois after the first of the year.
You know what my favorite road trip ever was? When I walked up to my wife one night, out of a whim, and I said to her, I want lobster. And by the way, her and I are big Red Lobster fans. Sorry, we go there a lot.
Seafood?
I love Red Lobster.
Fucking
Yes.
seafood?
Yes. So my wife says, all right, well, let's go Red Lobster. I said, no, darling. I said, pack the bags. I said, we're going to Portland, Maine.
Oh, shit,
She
son.
goes, what? I said, I want fresh lobster.
What kind of trip is that? How many hours? I mean, how many? You got to stop overnight a couple of times or once? What's the?
I did that trip in 4 days, Ed.
Holy shit! Yeah. So
We took off early. We made it. The first day was 12 hours, some odd minutes. We made it to Niagara Falls, New York.
oh, nice.
Spent the night in this
Buffalo, right? That Buffalo area.
Yeah, I guess it is. Spent the night in this. It wasn't it was below a Motel 6. Put it that way.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm only going to be there for a few hours.
Sure. Right.
Get up the next day, go to Niagara Falls, do that, da-da-da-da. Bounced over, ended up we went through woods, because I get off the interstate. I'm not an interstate guy. I get maps, and I watch maps. And I go, next thing you know it, we're somewhere in New Hampshire on Bob's Road. I mean, it's small, it's skinny, and we had a quarter of a tank of gas that night. It was black out, and I shut the lights off on Julie. And she went, geez. I said, you couldn't see your hand in front of your face. I mean, and we're in the middle of this woods. Come out, by the way, never approach a police officer at 2 o'clock in the morning sitting in the parking lot of a restaurant.
Very important.
Okay.
What happened?
I stepped out of my car. There was 3 cop cars there. They're all visiting. I stepped out of my car. I looked, seen them. They seen me. I threw my hands up in the air. I said, I'm from Iowa. I'm lost. So anyway, I said, I'm just looking for a motel. I've been in the woods for hours. And the cop looked at me. He points this direction. I looked at him. I said, you're putting me back in the woods. He goes about 5 miles. He goes, it opens up. There's a city there.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, spent the night there. Got up the next day, went to Portland, Maine. Stopped at a bar. If you ever go traveling, ladies and gentlemen, go to a small bar and ask the bartender for directions or anything else because they know. Don't go anywhere else. Don't go anywhere else. I'm telling you right now. So I stopped at this bar and I looked at this gal and I said, my name is Brian Froehlich. I own Fro's Pub and Grub in Wilton, Iowa. This is my wife, Julie. I said, we came to your beautiful state today to have fresh lobster. And I do not want to go where tourists go. I said, where do you go? She goes, well, Brian, you head back south to Osage Beach. You take a left. And then she told me where to go. And she goes, and if you keep going, you're on the boardwalk. There's motels and everything else. Found this place. Walked in there. It looked like a McDonald's. Fast food. I looked at Julie and said, what's going on here? I said, they don't even have, all their stuff's on printed boards.
Like what they're selling?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're calling out numbers. You go pick it up like in the cafeteria.
No shit.
No shit.
It was
like,
authentic though?
well, it has to be. She sent me there.
Right, of course. But
You know, and it's like
I'm on edge.
I know, but I'm sitting there. It's like I don't know. Oh, Jesus Christ. So anyway, I was like, oh well. When in Rome, do what the Romans do.
Yep.
Stepped up the counter. Julie, she nudges me and she points to her left and to this painted board like I have in my bar. Twin lobsters. What was it? $30. So I go up to the counter, I look at the gal, and I said, oh, excuse me. I said, I'm from Davenport, Iowa. I like to announce where I'm from because, you know
Sure.
what? I'm a visitor.
You are, yep. That's okay.
I said, twin lobsters. I said, what, are they real small? She goes, oh, no, they're a pound to pound and a half. I said, oh, I will do the lobsters. And I said, Boston clam chowder. They came, oh, my God, they were magnificent. And me working at a country club, I know what a chef looks like. So as we're leaving, this guy is stepping out. He's standing outside the kitchen area in his chefy stuff. And I walked over to him, and I introduced myself. I'm from Wilton, Iowa. Da, 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 da. I said, those were the best lobsters I've ever had in my life. And he goes, in his best New England accent, he says, oh, you were here in time for the good ones. And I was like, nice.
Nice.
So
Is
we
there like
woke
a-
up the next day.
Yeah.
We were going to go travel down the East Coast, explore, take our time. It was cloudy, overcast. You couldn't see the ocean. You couldn't see shit.
Bummer.
So we get to Salem, Massachusetts, and there's this witch museum. It's an old church. It's like, ooh, interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
So we get out,
Yep.
do what tourists do. We walk up to the place.
Yeah.
It's a guided tour. I looked at you and I said,
yeah.
oh, fuck this. I'm not doing no guided. I would love to go in and look at their stuff and leave. So we went outside and we just took pictures of the outside,
Okay.
jumped in the car. 24 hours later, we were in Wilton, Iowa. We drove straight through.
Just straight through. Do you take turns or just you drove?
I drove.
You drove, yeah.
You know, and it's like we stopped in somewhere in Pennsylvania at a restaurant. And if you're ever through Pennsylvania, you can't see crap because they're in the mountains. You don't realize it. You can't see crap. I mean, there's exits for all these towns. You can't see anything until you get off it.
It's all mountains, yeah.
I mean, it's like, I don't know. So I got off this exit and here's a city. It's like, who would
Right.
know?
Right, but you found a good restaurant there, though?
It was okay.
It was okay.
But I had to find Julie at Walmart because she needed a blanket because we were going home.
Oh, she needed to get settled in, cuddled
Yes.
into the seat, right?
into
Yep.
a Ford Taurus.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Wait, when did you have the Cadillac? Didn't you have a Cadillac at one point?
Oh, Daddy's Caddy.
You saw it?
I love that Daddy's Caddy.
Please go on. I mean, I want to know.
I
About
bought
this.
that Daddy's Caddy for $2,000 in 1998, and it was like a sailboat. Everybody used Daddy's Caddy. When your car broke down, you came to Fro. Can I borrow your Cadillac? I said, yes, you can have Daddy's Caddy. But I finally gave Daddy's Caddy to an old bartender of mine.
Oh, did
she
you?
was without a car.
Oh, okay.
I already had, which is now my Honda minivan, which I call Daddy's Stabbing Cabin. So anyway, I gave that car to an old bartender of mine, just
Yeah.
free. I just she needed a car. She has two
That was
children.
Nice view.
She has two children.
This guy.
Say,
Am I
here.
fucking kidding? Look at this guy. Look at this.
I didn't shower today. Stop looking at me, people.
But seriously though, just fucking giving up cars and shit like that, daddy caddies. I mean, really, what else? You know, is there? So I'm going to tell you something. I remember you brought up the stabbing wagon or whatever you called it,
Oh, Daddy's Stabbing Cabin?
stabbing cabin. I've been in the stabbing cabin before.
I know.
That's probably the most awkward exchange ever. No. So you know what one of my favorite memories are when I went with you and Julie and we went to I-80 truck stop
Right.
for breakfast. So back in the day when we had gigs there, we basically.
How do I do that, Ed? How did I do that?
So we get our own room, even in like the separate room at the I-80 truck stop. But basically, we went and biscuits and gravy, if I remember correctly, is what you enticed me to check out and try.
Right.
If I remember correctly, am I missing something here? You need to tell me about.
Remember how we did it? We were sitting at the bar. And I said, what do you want? We're going to I-80. And Chris, at the time, worked out the I-80.
Yes, yeah.
And it's funny because I would call out there. And it didn't matter when I called out there after 2 o'clock in the morning. And Chris would answer the phone. Hello, my fro. She knew. And they didn't have what it shows your number. She just knew that the guy calling on that phone was me.
Was you, yeah.
And she would always answer the phone. Hello, my fro. I wonder how many times she got nailed by calling somebody else fro. And I was like, Chris? She goes, yes. Remember? I said, I want this,
I
this,
remember.
this.
Yes.
I said, and we'll be there in 15 minutes.
I fucking remember that.
We walk in, we sit down, and what happens? Our food comes out right away. Boom.
The best part was you had that separate. They even put us in that separate
I know.
room.
Because I remember I said, I want the fireplace.
Yes. Yes. It fucking helps when you know somebody, right? It was awesome.
I don't know anybody. I just,
Oh, what the fuck ever. Of course you know
I tip
somebody.
well.
Yeah.
I tip well.
It helps when you're a great guy and also you know people. And sure, if you tip well, that helps too, right?
Oh, you want to hear about it? You want to hear a great guy story?
Of course I do.
I'm going to ruin my persona right now.
Do it.
I have a guy in Wilton, Iowa, who's obnoxious as hell.
Nameless?
I'm not going to run. I'm not going to know no names. No. Just put it this way. He talks a lot. He never shuts up. Da-da-da-da-da-da. He runs people out of your bars. So last night I had 3 guys come into my bar. I'm working. And I said, hey, guys, how you doing? Oh, yeah, we're at the junction. And so-and-so down there, he wouldn't shut the hell up. I said, typical. And I've told him what I've done to him in the past. I've even told this guy, I said, you can come to my bar. Don't talk to me. I don't care anything you have to say. I'm sorry. I know it's rude, sounds like, but 39 years in this business, I will talk to until we lose our voices.
I appreciate that.
Okay?
Yep.
This guy, I don't want to hear anything that comes out of your mouth. So anyway, we have this old joke, my daughter and I and Stephanie, my bar manager, about you can't say his name 3 times, like Beetlejuice.
Like
Beetlejuice,
Beetlejuice. Oh,
Beetlejuice,
yeah.
Beetlejuice.
And he shows up?
He shows up. I'm not lying to you. I'm not fucking with you right now. Last night I said his name twice, talking to these guys, and I said, if he comes in, I'll just kick him out. And then I said his name again. He showed up
No
15 minutes later.
And you're like looking around like, holy fuck.
No. I was already ready. He walked in. He was pretty smoked from being around the other bar.
Yeah.
I looked at him and said, well, you're pretty freaking toasty. I said, you see these 3 guys right here? I said, they're here because you ran them out down there.
Mm.
I said, I'm telling you right now, don't talk to any of these guys. Then there's Eddie sitting on the other side. And he comes up to the bar and I said, so, not naming no names,
Of course not. No. Anonymous here.
what would you like? Water or water?
How do you respond to that?
He goes, I don't want anything. And he left.
Oh, nice.
Those 3 guys lost their cookies.
Oh, yeah.
And the one guy looked at me and goes, Fro, you're the man. And the other guy looked at me and goes, that was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
This is great, though, because you own the bar. You do what you want. I mean, truthfully.
You know what? I mean, the old thing is customers are always right. And I made a T-shirt a long time ago, Ed. And again, this was my saying. This is one. Oh, you want to talk one of my sayings?
I want to. Oh yeah, I want to hear it.
It's on a T-shirt. My wife still has it. The customer is always right until it interferes with the way I feel. That's a Fro quote as well.
I'm gonna. You know the great thing about this? I'm gonna remember it because I can go back and like check it out later. So that's a good one. And then why don't you do like limited T-shirts and fun stuff like that then?
I've done it, but you know what? People are like, oh, you get T-shirts, you get T-shirts, you get T-shirts. You spend a lot of fucking money on T-shirts, right?
I get it.
$400.
You
No,
can-
like, wait, you're not gonna just give me one? I was like, do you realize this shit cost me money?
Exactly. And that's how I know, not to spoil anything, that's why I know I'm loved by him, because he had given me a T-shirt before. It was, to be honest, back when I was much bigger, so it doesn't fit me anymore. But yeah.
Well, you can give to Lacey. She can wear it as a nightie.
Whoa!
With no underwear.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, lady.
Hey.
Hey, Lacey. Woo.
Woo.
She probably hear this.
Ladies
out
and
there.
gentlemen, I'm sorry. Now the scotch is talking.
Whoa.
Besides
that's okay.
the 5 Bud Lights I had before I got here, and yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Do you enjoy the scotch though? Smooth.
It's not bad. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, be
it's
honest.
smooth.
I always want you to be honest with me.
It's smooth.
Yeah.
This is the first time I ever drank scotch in my life.
I'm honored to be that person.
I swear to God, this is the first time I've ever drank scotch in my life. Okay.
Enjoy, sir. Have another sip. I feel honored to be a part of that. So, we've had some firsts together. His is scotch with me. My first has been acoustic band there at his bar. And the great thing, I still look up at that picture. It's funny, years, still wearing flannel, but, rocking outside.
You guys, that was a good night.
It was fun.
Started outside.
Yeah, went inside.
We moved it to the inside.
Yes.
You guys were ready to go in what? 10 minutes? Boom, 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 boom. Because
We were quick. Your bar patrons helped.
Right?
The bar patrons helped.
I get great people.
Oh yeah.
Do you know
got
what? For my bike,
the best people.
for my bike nights that I do on Friday nights, Ed,
Yes.
we have raised almost $4,000 to date for the Combat Vets Association and the local food pantry. That is amazing. And by the way, that is my patrons that are doing this because we're doing 50-50.
Yep.
Okay.
Raffles. Yep.
You saw the egg thing, didn't you?
Yeah. Yep.
I let people throw eggs at me.
Oh, I did not. I missed that.
No, I bought 60 eggs, and I charged $5 an egg
And people chucked them at you.
to chuck them at me.
And
I
you
raised
donated?
$300 for that one.
And you raised money for that. That's awesome.
I raised $300 off and chucking eggs at Fro. My son was the most deadliest, and he's a big boy. He stands about 6'2",
At my height.
about weighs 220, 230,
Yeah.
works out all the time. He hurt his father, and he laughed. He laughed. It's like, I raised this child.
Did you wear protection?
They didn't know it, but he did actually. Yes, I wore a chest protector like
Did
for a
you really?
catcher. I had a Tupperware bowl, a pink one I picked out.
Over your crotch?
Yes, I duct taped it around me. So when I got done, I had a paintball mask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you got a picture of this? I mean,
Yeah, it's on
we share
Facebook.
this?
It's on
Okay.
Facebook.
I don't do Facebook very often, but,
But no, it's on Facebook.
Yep.
So when I got done, the local newspaper, because I told him, I said, you want a good feel-good story? Something that's... So he came down and took pictures. So when I got done, I had this, I can't remember what they call it, zoot suit from the mill. It's the same stuff that you wrap your house in. It doesn't breathe, that Telvec or Tyvek or whatever the hell it is, that
I don't
white
know.
stuff
Yeah.
that you wrap your house in.
Sure.
I got this suit on. So when I get done, I walk out. My daughter, by the way, when all this happened, snuck up behind me and cracked an egg over my face. By the way, it's 107 degrees out. Okay? And this thing
Miserable.
runs down the front of my face inside this mask,
Oh.
all over my glasses.
Oh.
It smelled disgusting.
Fucking egg whites.
Oh, no. It was disgusting.
Oh.
So anyway, I get done. I walk out in front of the audience. I unzip my suit to reveal my
the chest
protection
protector.
and my pink bowl protecting my crotch with duct tape.
With duct tape. That's fucking hilarious. Well, and then how much? $300 you raised, you said?
On that one, then we had 50-50, and actually, I'll tell you right now, I have a wonderful, wonderful person in Wilton, Iowa, who every week matches what we do for charities.
Oh, that's nice.
Every week, I send him a message, and he gives me a check the next day to match whatever we've done. And so far, he has donated himself $1,100.
That's awesome.
Okay.
That's awesome.
No, that is what's awesome. That's what's great about this country. You know, and all this other crap going on. That's what's great about this country and this small town stuff. Because you know what? I've been through a lot through this place, but it's those little things that make you say, I can keep doing this.
So I want to jump back a little bit because earlier we were talking about, so at like your uncle, right, had a bar, if I remember correctly. So
yep.
and
Uncle Sid.
So I'm trying to still like trace the background of this because I feel like I don't completely understand. So your uncle Sid had a bar you worked at, and maybe you were waiting tables. And
no,
then
I bartended.
Bartender, right?
I bartended.
Simple beers, shots, not very many cocktails, if I remember correctly. And then, so at what point did the gallery lounge come in?
After I was working at the TikTok restaurant, a friend of mine who went to Clinton Community College with for a short time, Matt Mueller. He's still a good friend of mine. He lives down in, Birmingham, Alabama.
Yep.
We still talk. We still see each other once in a while when he's up here. His uncle owned the TikTok restaurant. He got me a job there. I was going to school for computer programming.
Oh, and, I remember you telling me about that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was not really a bartender, man. I served beers and shots. And this place had grasshoppers, brown monkeys, or what the hell it is, ice cream drinks, Rob Roy's,
cream to
Manhattan,
fucking mints.
All this fancy stuff. And these women that were working there had been there for 100 years, and they made a lot of money. And I was fucking up their progress because I didn't know how to make any of this stuff.
So who taught you? Who mentored
they
you?
They did.
The old
staff.
Ladies?
Oh, they yelled at me. Dude, I was messing with their cash. They yelled at me. The bar is 5 deep, but you had to wait on those first. I learned to bartend there. Then I had a couple in that bar one night, who were Jack and Carolyn Nelson's brother-in-law, or Jack's brother and his wife. And I was bartending, and I was back there, and then I was fast. I mean, I was throwing stuff out like...
What age is this? Like 20?
No. It's 22.
Okay.
22? Yeah,
okay.
Maybe 22, 23 almost.
Just trying to put it in a timeline,
Yeah, I'm 57 now, so that's a fucking long time ago. Thanks for bringing up my age, Ed, you son of a bitch. You were a friend of mine, but not so much now. But anyway, that's okay. Let's get back in the time zone.
Yes.
So anyway, these couple that are there, and I'm busting my ass, and I'm bucking making $12 in tips of the night. These bitches are making $200 in tips. They don't have to share with me, but I got to eat for free, I guess. So anyway, this couple, he says, "You're a great bartender." I said, "Well, thank you very much, but I'm busy as fuck. I don't care what you think about me."
Yeah.
He goes, "You'd be a great addition to the gallery lounge in Downport, Iowa." "Oh, hey, thanks. And he pressed me. He goes, "Can I get your name and phone number?" To shut him up, I gave him my name. I gave him my phone number on a bar napkin. You gotta love bar napkins.
Of course.
I gave it to him.
It's like Billy Schneider's contract to sing.
Exactly.
Tie back. Tie back, kids.
So anyway, about a week goes by, and I get a phone call, and this gal, this is before we had cell phones, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. We actually had phones that hung on a freaking wall. Okay, and it had a 12-foot cord, and if you were really expensive,
swirly,
you had a
cord.
20-foot cord where you could walk around the corner.
Right.
Okay, this was before cell phone. So we get a phone call, and this gal introduced herself as Carolyn Nelson, the owner of the Gallery Lounge. She goes, "My brother-in-law was in there, and your sister-in-law, they said, you're a great bartender. I need a bartender. Will you come talk to me?"
Keep going. I'm listening.
And so I go in there, and mind you, I'm not making a lot of money at this place, but I can study there. I can eat for free.
Eating for free is good.
And so I go talk to this Carolyn Nelson. And she goes, "All I have is Friday and Saturday nights." And by the way, I'm a new bartender. I don't realize that Friday and Saturday nights are the hottest nights freaking bartend.
Of course.
Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, so anyway, story goes on. I start there. I meet Tom McGivern, one of the greatest bartenders in the Quad City history. He was actually famous. He worked at Hunter's Club. This guy had his own place. I mean, he was famous. This guy knew everything. And he was my first mentor. And him and I worked side by side every weekend for 8 years in a bar packed. I mean, we'd walk out there, your underwear was up your ass, your socks were sticking to your legs. We were freaking packed. And I'd walk out of there after a weekend and made $600 plus.
Jeez, man, that's awesome.
I'm serious. That's where I met my wife.
I remember. That's why.
Julie?
Yes.
Oh, Julie.
So
Julie, this
Julie?
hot little farm girl from Reynolds, Illinois.
Which, by the way, that's what I was going to say. I'm from Illinois City. So it's like, I remember talking about you with where Julie's from. So his wife is from the Illinois side, Rock Ridge School District, where I went to school, So,
yeah. So this hot little number, I've been watching her for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Where was it? London stuff. So
woo, it's getting hot in here.
So
take off all your shorts.
When she comes in, I'm breathing hard. I'm working hard. And she comes up and she orders a drink. I say, hello.
Hey, girl. Hey.
How are you? No,
Hi.
I don't talk like that because I'm.
Well, yeah, it's a
I'm
generational thing.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I don't talk like that either. That's a younger kid thing. Fuck, you know how old I am? I'm older than you think I am.
So anyway, this young lady, I've been watching her for months, and I've been dating some crazy bitches out of the gallery lounge.
Oh, yeah.
Sex is good. The drugs are good. The alcohol flows free. It's a beautiful fucking sight.
Oh, I can
Then I
imagine.
met this young woman, and I got her to come down to my crib in Peoria because I was writing software down there.
Oh, yeah. I want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons and software.
I
too.
don't do Dungeons and Dragons.
But we need to talk
So
about that.
anyway,
There's a history there.
I invited this lovely creature. Blue eyes. Big tits.
Whoa.
Heart-shaped ass.
It's not awkward. It's just, it's awesome.
It is what it is.
It's love. Is what
It is what it is.
So when did you
She
know?
comes down to my apartment.
When did you know?
We fucking hook up. We have sex all weekend long.
Perfect.
And I don't call her for 3 weeks.
What?
Yes.
I did not see that coming, but
I am that asshole. She scared me because she was so nice.
yeah.
She was so nice. I'm not used to nice.
Farm girl from Reynolds?
I'm serious, man. She was nice. I'm not used to that. I'm used to crazy bitches.
I know.
I didn't know how to register that in my head.
So you're like, I gotta have her.
So anyway,
She's gotta be mine.
I called her up, and I'm surprised she even talked to me. I'm being honest to you right now. I'm surprised she even talked to me. Because after our first date, we hung out in the parking lot at the Gallery Lounge for 6 hours talking. That's when I got to know her, and that's when she scared the hell. Well, no, that's our first date. No, we didn't even screw then. Fuck, that was when
You
I
got to know her first?
Yeah, got to know
Yeah.
her first.
That's good. And that's when you,
And so, anyway, stop eyeballing my drink. I'm good, Ed, you drunk son of a bitch.
What?
So anyway, I didn't talk to her for 3 weeks. Then I hooked up with her, I talked to her, and her and I hooked up. Then she went to Europe. Actually, we only knew each other for 6 months before we got married. Dated, sorry.
And how long have you
We
been?
knew each other for almost 3 years.
How long have you been married now?
30 years, September 5th, 16th.
Good for you, man. Good for you. Congratulations.
30 years, September 16th. We've got 3 great kids. You know what? It's not been easy.
You're supposed to sip after you toast, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I don't know the routines.
I'm just trying to get him
Because
drunk.
I run my own rules at my bar, people.
So, I'm just trying to get him drunk so I can take advantage of him. That's what's going on right now.
Lacey, help me. Is this room soundproof?
No, it isn't.
Is it soundproof, Lacey? Can you help me? Please come in here.
No. It's all right. That's awesome, though. So 30 years, though?
30 years.
30 years.
It went by fast.
That's incredible.
It really did.
Yeah.
We're older.
Yeah.
We're slower.
So before you were older and slower, I'm going to take you back. Stay with me on this one. You ready for this?
Oh, I'm always ready.
Computer programming,
Yep.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I never did Dungeons and Dragons.
I thought you said you did.
Never have I ever played that stupid game.
Push your glasses up when you say that with your finger like this.
Yes, I was a computer nerd, and
I want to know about it.
no,
Remind
you
me.
don't.
Yeah, because I'm interested.
Computers
in
are stupid. Everybody's got one. It's
Am I not interested?
back in 1980s.
Tell me.
Back in 1980s. Amazing technology.
Shit's coming through.
Amazing technology.
So what are you doing? What's your thought? Like, oh my God, this is it. I got to be
No.
a part of this.
Okay, let's go back to the TikTok restaurant.
Okay, this is
82,
Okay,
83.
I wasn't born yet.
I know. You're still wet behind the ears. So
I'm just giving
anyway,
you shit, brother. You know I love you. Hey,
Eva and her husband,
yes.
they met. She was from Germany. He was in World War II. They met in Germany. He brought her over here. He was a computer programmer at the Arsenal in Rock Island.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to figure out myself because I just got back from following some hot pussy all over the country. And I needed some direction. I kickboxed, but that
You were a
wasn't...
kickboxer too?
I kickboxed for 4 years.
Fuck, we got all kinds of shit to talk about. Keep going. All right.
So anyway, I needed a direction. I needed education. I needed to do something besides become the next Muhammad Ali. Okay?
Was he a kickboxer?
Nobody was punch drunk when he fucking died.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay? I was a great blocker with my head.
Is that how that's supposed to work?
You know what my instructor said? He goes, "Damn, boy." He was a black guy, by the way, which I'm not making fun of black people. I love that man. He was my Superman. He had a body like a goddamn Greek god. And I got to see him naked because we had to shower. And this guy was fucking chiseled.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a god. He was my god. He goes to me, "Damn, boy, you got a tough head." So anyway, I needed something else to do.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was lost. I was fucking bartending at the TikTok restaurant.
So computers.
So he says, "Go to Scott Community College."
Technical college?
Yep.
Yep.
Everybody should do it, by the way. Forget this 4-year institution crap.
Can you do me
Okay.
a favor? Tell my kids. They're going to be watching this.
Forget 4-year. Go get a tech trade. ACVAC, welding, computers, electronics. Forget the $60, $70, $80, $100,000 a year education because it is not going to get you anywhere.
I have people that I know that have went to school, spent a lot of money, and don't even have a job. And
Trust me.
Yeah. So you know what I
So
do,
I took
right?
my profession. So I went to school for computers. Took
Yeah.
my profession.
Yeah.
Let's not bore people on this because this one fucking sucks.
This is exciting, though.
No, it sucks.
I like it.
I have built...
It's my fucking podcast.
No, I've taken over. You're making me drink scotch. You're going to listen to me.
I will. You're right. I'll fucking listen to you.
And a toast. Hang on.
Okay, go ahead.
So anyway, I did that. I graduated at the top of my class. I didn't know shit about it. I almost quit, but I had a great counselor, Betty Key. I still remember her name. Great woman. I was going to quit. And she says, "Brian, give it time. Keep doing what you're doing. Study. When you walk in the classroom, a light bulb's going to come on." And it's only because of her saying that to me, I stuck it out. I was ready to quit. It was Greek. I didn't know anything about computers. I've never seen a computer before in my life.
So
And I'm by the way, I'm going to school to program computers.
So what was your initial thought when you see these computers and deal with it? Because this is the 80s, right?
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts? Like, oh my God, what is this? And how do
Exactly.
what is this going to be?
I don't know. I was told that this was the direction I needed to go. It was the future.
Was it not, though?
I don't know, because the computer industry sucks ass.
It does. It does.
No, it's a dog-eat-dog industry.
It is.
And
He's not wrong.
I finally got out of it. I mean, put it this way. I took my stupid little associate's degree and excelled myself to an executive position at a manufacturing company in Rock Island and Milan, where I was running their quality control as well as being their MIT guy. I was an executive. I was like number 7 on the pecking order of 600 some people with an associate's degree, ladies and gentlemen, with associate's degree.
Can I ask you a serious question, though? Are you grateful that you decided to at least do that portion of your education on that, just for any reason at all?
And I chased money for a long time in my life.
Even if it wasn't for money, are you just grateful that you had the opportunity to spend and learn?
I was desperate, dude. I needed money. I needed money. This was a way to make money. Okay? It's all been about the money. I chased the Benjamins.
Me too.
I've chased the Benjamins.
How about this? Isn't it the truth?
Okay? At 57 years old now, I'm not chasing the Benjamins. I'm trying to stay above ground.
Whatever. Yeah, I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
Seriously, though.
It is what is life is life. It's like it's no big deal. But it's just that you take every situation that you're in and you make it work at that time and at that place. Okay? It's simple philosophy. And it's like, along my journeys, I have met some fabulous people. You like yourself. I have met some really great people. I've had some great experiences. You know what? I've lived my life to my fullest. And quite frankly, if it happened tomorrow, I'd be a happy guy. There's nothing I need in my world. I tell my kids for Christmas or anything, I don't need anything.
Same way with me.
Just wish me a Merry Christmas.
Sure.
That was my mom's thing.
It's the birthday thing for me, too. I don't give a fuck.
You know what? It's just another day.
It is. For me, it is, too.
It's like, just say happy birthday. And to me, I don't need anything. There's nothing I want. Not that I have a lot. By the way, Ed has way more than I got. What? Look at this car. You can't see this guitar collection he has in this room. It's ridiculous. He's got more guitars in this room than I have cars in my parking lot.
Whatever. These are all on loan. I gotta have them back tomorrow morning.
Oh, you lying son of a bitch. Oh my God. We're doing a cheers again? Jesus Christ.
I'm hoping at some point after this I'm going to do Scooby-Doo with him.
So anyway, no, I mean.
Strum and Scooby-Doo, me and you?
You know what? I mean, life's been interesting.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, really has. It's been really cool. It's a journey.
Think back.
You know what? And if you're negative all the time, I think a lot of people say to me, because I've been in my class reunions, I know I'm 57 years old. But truthfully, as I look in the mirror, well, if I take my ball cap, you might think, okay. But I wear a ball cap all the time. That's my thing.
Yeah, but
that's my thing.
Honestly, though, it's not like he's wearing a ball cap to hide anything.
Well, I got a little something going up here, but
compared to a lot of people, though, your age,
I don't.
My age, you know how many people my age don't have any fucking hair on top?
And you know what? You got beautiful hair.
Yeah,
I would kill to have your hair. I'm serious. I even thought about cutting it off and putting it on top of my head.
Hey.
The Chainsaw Massacre. Have you ever seen that thing where?
Yes. Which one? There's been a few of them, right?
Or I don't know which one it was. But anyway, yeah, smile, be happy, enjoy life. I do not look like I'm 57 years old. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it myself. I don't.
So we look at these pictures up here.
Oh, look at that. That was a beautiful moment. I remember that one.
Yeah, I'll record this too so we can put it in the podcast. So if you look up there on the screen, we have basically us at the Gallery Lounge. So Fro was cool enough because he believed in us.
Yes.
He's like, hey, you guys should play at the Gallery Lounge. Just where
That's where I started. Well, it was one of the places I was been in my young career.
And we played there once because Fro got us a gig, which was very graceful and awesome.
By the way, I never asked you how did that go? Were you well received?
Yeah, for the people that were there, it wasn't a very busy night. I remember it like I remember it like it was yesterday.
Okay.
It was, they had people there, and honestly, like always, the people that were there, like, you guys were awesome and stuff, but it wasn't, I feel like it wasn't busy enough where they were like, yeah, we need to have them back again. It was like, yeah, it was good. People there enjoyed it, but it wasn't enough business and income.
You know what the problem is? They don't ever, that bar, when I worked at that bar,
Yeah.
I threw together some amazing things there. I put on the first bar triathlon they ever had. Paintball shooting, pool, and darts.
Nice. Paintball. Where's the paintball shooting go?
You know that stage you're seeing right there?
That's where they shot against?
We wrapped it in plastic. We had targets up there. Yeah. I had a bar triathlon there. You had to win. Okay?
Yeah.
I put on a bikini contest there.
You did.
I had all strippers.
You got
Oh
pictures?
my God,
You got
strippers.
pictures?
No, but those were some really sexy bitches, I'm telling you right now. And I got bikinis from Budweiser. You know?
The Budweiser.
I got, by the way,
Yeah.
the Gallery Lounge, I love that place, but they didn't want to spend no money. I got Yonkers to give me free money. I got this other,
Yonkers?
yes,
Yonkers?
yes.
Elder Beerman Yonkers? Yeah.
I got this lingerie place to give me free lingerie.
No shit.
I had 4 guys. I got them free tuxedos from the tuxedo place in Davenport at the time. It's how you talk to people. And how
He's
you
not
promote
wrong.
things.
He's not wrong.
It's how you promote things. No. I've done some really amazing things for that bar over my years. And I love that bar still today. And yeah, I remember you guys got to play there. I forgot about that.
You hooked us up.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have a ton of pictures here, but I mean, so this was in 2014.
Wow, was that long ago?
That's what it says. Yeah, January 11th, 2014. They saw their Christmas tree up. It looks like.
Well, it's not called a Christmas tree then. It's just called a happy tree.
Oh, okay. Is that politically correct
I
or
don't
whatever? Yeah. You know.
By the way, do you ever take a break on this thing?
No, you got to piss though.
Well, yeah.
Go piss.
Like a racehorse.
Go piss.
Are you sure?
We've had breaks like this.
Okay.
I'll talk to the
I'm
camera.
old, dude.
So Fro's going to take a break, and basically we're just taking a look at some pictures. And this is at the Gallery Lounge. Again, this is where he actually really started. And then he was nice enough to basically get us a gig there because he knew the owner. And we played there one night, and they still had their Christmas fucking decorations up, which was pretty funny. You can see that here. And Mike wearing his Pearl Jam shirt, which is awesome. I feel like at this point, I was definitely moving on to where I wasn't working the dealership. I was a product trainer because I have beard at that point. Yep, but I was still a little bit heavier, which is funny. Man, it's just like thinking back to all that and seeing. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute, and basically, it's because of him that we've had a chance to play a lot of shows in this band of mine that I've played in, and other bands too. But man, it's just been a hot minute. It's just seeing back and look at these pictures, and then like looking at me now. Well, I'll put those down below, like I always do. And yeah, so I was just saying, basically, we were looking at these pictures and saying, look at Mike wearing his old Pearl Jam shirt, and I was definitely I was working for Chevrolet as a product trainer because I had a beard at that point, so I could wear a beard. So I have some big news to share if you're willing to listen right now.
I will listen to anything you have to say, my friend. By the way, dude, we really almost drank that bottle of fucking booze.
Dude, I've drank full
Are
bottles.
you fucking kidding me?
I've drank full bottles on podcasts
Dude.
before.
I don't drink scotch.
You do now.
Can I have some more?
Yeah. You know what's great and really quick? So I always drink. You got like J&B and Jameson.
Right. I don't. Yeah.
Shit's expensive. I get it. But at the same time, if you keep one bottle in stock, you're gonna make money on it. Just saying.
Just saying.
How much could you charge for a fucking double of this? I mean, you could charge.
You know what? In Wilton, Iowa.
In Wilton, Iowa, go for it. Careful.
I charged $5.75 for a shot of Patron or Cabo Wabo.
Cabo Wabo was good.
Okay, hang on a second. In Davenport, Iowa, the same thing costs you $8.
Another reason to come out to Wilton, Iowa, just so you know.
You spilled
I did, because I'm a
on
drunk
your
ass.
table.
I'm a drunk ass.
You spilled on your table.
I'm drunk.
Hey, by the way, Ed, next time you invite elderly guests to your podcast,
Yes. Elderly.
you,
What? Listen to
you
this
should
motherfucker.
offer them a pair of Depends. Okay? That way we don't have to take a break. We can just sit here and piss our britches
Can I tell you
and
one
just
thing?
smile. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ever privileged to come into this man's house, his bathroom is very clean.
It's very cool.
Very clean. And I put the toilet seat down for Lacey.
So I got to tell you one thing. It's important that you understand this. That's the boys' bathroom. And it's that clean.
Wow. That's amazing.
And our bathroom's in our master bedroom. We have a second bathroom.
Oh. So I wasn't good enough to use the master bathroom. I had to use a servant bathroom.
Do you really want to walk through our bedroom?
No, that'd be awkward. There might be a dildo hanging on the table, or
I mean, we keep them in the drawers. Just saying, you know.
thank God.
If you hear anything vibrating, just keep walking, all right?
Oh, shit! Now it smells like booze.
No, you're fine. Here. Second portion of this podcast, I want to say one thing, okay?
What?
Is that this gentleman was kind enough to come over and talk with me, and we've already discussed a lot
What do
of
you mean,
things.
kind enough? You fucking invited me.
I did.
I mean, no, it's an honor to come and hang out with you, dude. You're my brother. You, Mike, and Chad are my
Yes.
brothers.
Yes.
Okay, what's happening next weekend? I have all my brothers playing at my bar.
Not the same night, but yes.
No.
Right.
I understand.
Yes.
Blackout Unplugged.
Me and
Mike
Mike.
and Ed.
And then
Okay. Next night, Truffle Shuffle. Nick, who will become a good friend of mine.
you got to work. He's a little bit different. You got to like work into him a little bit.
Nick is a great guy.
Great guy. The best guy.
No, he's a great guy.
He's
and
just a little
very
quiet.
very
little quiet,
talented.
little quiet.
No, he's
Yep.
not flamboyant,
He's not. No.
but great
He's not-
singer.
He's not a guitar player. That's why.
He's a bass player. Hey,
Fucking guitar players.
you know
am I
what?
Right?
You know how long it takes to tune in a bass player on a system? Yeah, give me some bass. Boom. There, you're good.
Done. Done. I want to share one thing with you. So, I play guitar.
You do?
I'm going to blow your... Yes. I just learned last week. Can I share one thing with you?
Sure.
I actually have 2 bass guitars on the end of that rack over there, too.
So when Nick comes over,
No. See that amp over there? That's my bass amp.
why do you have all this stuff? By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I upgraded my sound system about 3 years ago. And I'm going to tell you, again, you want to talk about a class act. This guy sitting across from me. I started out my sound system with a little 8-channel, remember that?
I remember
PV?
it. Yes, I remember it. Yeah.
8, like a church mixer.
Where'd you get that? Was it from a church?
I
You bought it?
don't know. I don't remember where I got it. I think I got it from in Davenport, Round of Music, or where the hell that place was.
Music around?
Yeah, right in the Village Shopping Center.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
I remember.
So anyway, I'm going to get into the sound business. I'm going to do my own sound.
Sound engineer.
Yeah.
It's on his resume. Did I
Whatever.
tell you that earlier?
Oh, forget about light engineer as well.
Well, I mean, a minor in light engine. Wait, actually, you know what? To be honest, really quick, I know if you haven't been to Building 311 next to Froehlich in Wilton, he's got the coolest fucking lights set up all over the place. It's not just basic shit. It's not basic, bitch. It is fucking lights everywhere. It's awesome. You do a great job, man, for a venue.
Town of 2,900 people.
Oh, it's awesome. And he's got the controller at his sound booth, right? So he's got his own fucking little fortress where he's got like
Fog.
the PA, and he's like, I'm going to set the fucking fog off. I'm going to adjust the lights. I'm going to do the sliders. Go for it. I'm sorry. I did not interrupt you.
No, that's okay.
Yep. I'm excited for you, though. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah.
So anyway, over the years, I've upgraded my stuff, and then Ed contacts me, and he's got to dump some equipment because he doesn't want to carry it around no more.
It was heavier,
Right.
passive. It was like you need amps and stuff. Yep.
So I am in third generation of my sound system.
Was it third?
Yep,
Yeah.
my third generation, which I love it because it's a great PV board, digital effects, which is easy to run. No, it's my third generation. Dean Bryant out of the Quad Cities, he taught me how to run sound.
I know Dean.
You know, he fixes all my equipment.
Because I was in a band with Dean's son.
You know, yeah, Dean's son's a great kid.
When he, follows through with his obligations.
So
Don't want to say anything. Just saying.
it's all right. Things happen. You know, band members, some of them are really weird, especially singers. So anyway, that's
Yes.
another story.
Another story, yes.
But anyway, no, I've on my third generation of sound system. There's newer stuff out there than what I have. But quite frankly, I like the old analog stuff. You can control it really nicely, and it's just right there. I mean, I know what you got is high-tech digital stuff,
Yeah.
but it's still kind of quirky to me because, you try to show me at one time at your show.
Oh, yeah, we can control it on,
Right.
on the digital.
And I still have it on my phone. You say,
Yes, you can. You
I
can
know
do it.
I know it.
Yes. I'll show you.
So,
We'll do it.
I know it.
We'll do it together. It'd be
But
fun.
anyway,
Yeah. Sorry. So go for it.
I bought this board from him. I've got it all hooked up. No, I'm pretty pleased by what I pulled off for not being in the music industry.
I'm going to say one last thing before I let him take over again. This gentleman not only is a sound engineer on his resume, he is proficient in the point where we talked about this earlier. Bands come in to his adjoining building and basically, You're fine. So basically they come in, he basically tells them, these are the ones I want you to plug into. He's got the faders or the gain set up already, pre-programmed. He's ready to go. He's adjusted. This gentleman controls the sound for his bands that play there. Again, the bands don't even have to bring and worry about their own shit. He does it for them. And the great thing is he does it and it sounds great. You know how I know this? Because every time that I've recorded our bands and Blackout and Motorboat and all these bands play there, I listen to the playback and I'm like, man, it sounds good. It sounds good. And it's because of this man right here. So it's really important to know that if you play in a band, you don't always have to bring your gear to a gig and worry about the headaches. Because there's venues like Froehlich where he's a gentleman and a man not only of his word, but also a person who's going to basically support you in the best possible way. I mean, what better is it to have somebody that's going to take care of your sound for you? You don't have to worry about it. You know what kind of headaches it is as a musician to walk into a bar, set up sound, and worry about, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Is this set up the right way? Oh, great. We're 5-10 minutes to where we got to start playing. Oh, man, I got to start going and hope that for the life of me that everything's set up the way it is. Nothing says peace of mind like having a gentleman and a man who's willing to be there to help you be the best you can be, like this man right here.
Oh, God damn it. You just made me blush.
It's true, though, is it not?
Shut up.
Think about that.
You know what? I do it because, one, I always wanted to be a musician. I'm an artist.
Did you really?
Draw. I can draw. I can paint. Actually, I'm not a bad artist. I'm not great. I'm not a Picasso or Michelangelo or anything else like that.
What do you like to paint?
Women.
Boobies. Yeah, my man. That's what I'm saying. So, yes.
Anymore. It's just,
What's
it's
that
short term. You know what? You get your jollies off. Your whacker gets hard.
He's a man. He's a man. He's a man. What are you going to fucking do? He's a man. I respect that.
Anyway.
Yes.
But I don't know where I was at. I'm like a dog.
So an
I
artist,
just moved.
But an artist though,
But I moved.
Have
Yeah.
you painted or drawn anything?
Lots of things.
Like what? I've never seen it. Where's it at? You have anything out there?
I have it at my house. I have never displayed it. It's kind of like that private thing that I do.
Why don't you put anything in the bar?
I don't know.
Like one. And not tell anybody and see if anybody says anything.
I don't know. Never thought about it. Tell you the truth. It's something that, and I have not drawn or painted anything in years.
Why?
in years.
Why? Busy?
Not moved.
What are you looking for? What's your motivation? What's your
I don't know.
inspiration? What's your inspiration?
Maybe this fucking scotch tonight. I don't know. Fuck.
Isn't it great?
I might go home and fucking paint a goddamn Rembrandt. Who knows?
Like, what's your inspiration? So you walk into any
Ed, you know what?
situation-
Here's the deal. What I'm inspired by is just things that you see. Again, I have not done anything in a long time. A long time. I have a one piece that's in my possession right now that I did for my mom's. She was going to marry this guy before he passed away.
Yeah.
And I did this wildlife painting for him. It's got all these animals in a motif. And I did it in watercolor a long time ago. Framed it, and I gave it to him. And 2 years ago, and his name is Denny Jones. I love this man. I just love him. I stopped out at his house in Eldridge because I had to get some beer from the distributor out there. And every time I'm out there, I stop at his house to see him.
I know which distributor you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he says, hang on a second. And he comes back, and he hands me my picture back. And he goes, he's getting older. I understand it. He goes, I want you to have this back. I've enjoyed it for years, but I want you to have this back. For basically saying, something happens. And by the way, his son Don and I, we grew up. His son is like my brother. His daughter passed away 2 years ago from cancer. She was my sister. You know, we're family. But he goes, have it back. I thought about hanging that one in the bar. I just don't know where to put it at right now. But I have it. Is it a great piece? Yeah, it's a great piece. It really is. But, you know what? I mean, I'm like you. We don't toot our own horns. We don't.
Mm-mm.
We don't.
Right.
You're a very modest guy. I think that's why you and I get along so well together. You know? We're very modest people.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Okay, you guys can all remove your tissues now. This is done. But anyway, I have not drawn anything for years. I have not been compelled. I have not doodled. I don't know anything else like that, you know. Right now I run a bar. I like Bud Light, and now I'm drinking scotch for the first time ever in my life, and I'm 57 years old.
I'm glad I could be a part of that moment.
Oh my God. You goddamn enabler.
That's a positive enabler.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Positive.
By the way, this shit is smooth.
It's good, isn't it?
Ed, I can't lie to you.
It's good.
I can't lie to you.
It's awesome.
I can drink tequila.
You know why I drink this?
I can drink tequila without a lime or salt. You know what? You drink a tequila with lime and salt, you're bastardizing that tequila.
Right. You need to appreciate a good tequila like you need to appreciate a good scotch.
This is not bad.
That's great. So there's better ones, but again, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna like bait him. I'm gonna say, okay.
You're not baiting me. No one baits me, Ed. I'm a man.
I'll be like,
I'm an alpha male. Do you understand that about me? Do you know about me? I am and I've learned this a long time ago.
it's a joke about the baiting thing, but yeah.
I know, but I'm an
Yes.
alpha male.
Tell me.
Because you know what? In my entire life growing up,
Yes.
I have never followed anybody.
Don't follow. Lead.
No.
Lead.
I have led. And I've led some people to the dark side, which they shouldn't have been. But they were stupid enough to follow me.
Am I leading you right now?
God damn it.
Here's the deal. So the next time I have Fro on,
You're going to have me on again?
you want to be on again?
I don't know. Is this funny enough?
We didn't even talk about enough shit right now.
What do you mean?
We could have talked about a lot.
We've
of
been
other
talking
stuff.
about shit all night long.
It's fucking 9:45. We've only
How
been
long does
doing,
this podcast go on?
We've only been doing this like just over 2 hours, I think.
This shit's that long?
Yeah, we've been going that long.
I thought we was going to do an hour. What the fuck? Hang on, ladies and gentlemen.
Did I tell you
Hang on, ladies and gentlemen.
Did I tell
I
you?
got to plug my battery in because I'm about on fucking dead cell right now.
Did I tell you it'd be over before you know it?
So anyway, you know what?
Here's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I just want to talk for a second.
Why
So,
should you?
Here's the thing.
Do you have to?
I have to. So it's my podcast, motherfucker.
I told you I was taking over this bitch.
I'm really glad Fro came over, and we enjoyed a good 15-year scotch. You know, the next time you come over,
Fucking bottle, dude.
the next time you're coming over, you know what we're gonna drink instead? 18-year scotch. And you know what we're gonna talk
Ladies
about?
and gentlemen, look at me. I got upgraded. Ha, 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 ha.
There's nothing wrong with Bud Light.
I love Bud Light, by the way. My wife doesn't like Bud Light, but it's kept us married for 30 years. 15 years. 30 years. 15 times 2.
It's respectable. So not only has this man been through a lot of things with being.
Hey, by the way, Smoking Man?
What?
Smoking Man?
Yeah.
Who broke the Smoking Man?
Oh my God, we didn't. Here's the reason why Fro needs to come back. There's a lot of legal stuff, mumbo jumbo, we haven't even talked about yet. For real.
You know what, Ed?
For real. He broke the fucking rules. This man right here. Talk about a fucking originator. And here's the thing. He does it the way he fucking wants to do it. We're going to finish this, by the way.
Damn it, Ed.
I know. So we're going to finish this. And the bottom line is you've got a man right here. This is an original. What's that one beer? That's the original or something like that.
Miller High Life?
That's fucking awful. Miller High Life's awful. But anyway, this is a true original. And here's the thing. He came all the way over 10 minutes away from Wilton.
I know it. I had to call my security, make sure that they cleared the way because I have to watch out for myself because I'm a very important man.
Yes.
Okay,
So
I mean, I'm like the president of Wilton, Iowa.
if we could leave this podcast off on one last topic, what would you say would be the big thing you would want to talk about before your next podcast with me? What is the big thing that's going on in your life that's worth talking about and make sure everybody knows about?
Are you fucking serious? you got me drinking scotch, you bitch.
I am. Fuck yeah.
Ed, here's what I'm saying.
What's the big deal? What's going on?
What's going on? I want everybody to live your life to the fucking fullest. You know what? The madness that's happening in our country is fucking bullshit. I've been around for a long time, and my grandmother told me a long time ago, history repeats itself. Okay? So, but then on a good note, though, next time I come over here, I want to talk about Ed's flavor of underwear. Okay? That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about his underwear.
Flavor?
Nope. Oh my God. If I could turn that camera on and you see all of those guitars, yeah, he's got more fucking underwear that are sexier shit that you can't even buy at Victoria's Secrets because this guy spends money ridiculously on outrageous shit. It's probably got like gold stripes going down it, and Lacey gets to fucking pick it off at night and
shit.
put it in her little
Fuck,
tray.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You know
going,
what?
Keep going.
I know it, Ed. You know what? You are one of the
You don't know me.
you are one of the greatest guys that I have been privileged to meet in my 15-year adventure as Froze. You are one of the high life of my life.
If I could bro hug
Because you
him
know
right
what?
now, I would.
You know, we're gonna have bro sex, and Lacey's gonna stay out of this room. Lacey, don't come in now. Don't come in now. No, we're not that guys. But anyway, now I'm a scotch drinker. He's a fucking thinker. He does some great things, and he always makes things happen because he's a tool. Because he loves Tool.
I fucking love Tool. New album's coming out on August 30th.
But no, actually, this guy is a wonderful man And I really did want to come in here and take over the studio tonight because
It's not
I'm
a-
that guy. I'm that guy.
It's not a studio. It's like
It's
an
a
office.
studio.
It's like
Shut
an
up,
office. It's like
dude.
an office.
I've been in the fucking radio station down in goddamn Muscatine, and this is more of a studio than I was sitting in with Tony Tone. Okay? So
By
shut
the way,
hell
can
up.
I say one thing about Tony Tone?
I love Tony Tone, but he won't talk to me.
You know what's funny? Tony Tone was supposed to be on the podcast and he backed out, and I haven't heard from him ever since. Do you want to be on the podcast or what, Tony Tone?
You know what? No, I love Tony Tone.
I love him too.
Can I say this?
But
Can
why
I say
aren't you-
this?
You got to be on the podcast, Tony.
No, can I say this?
Be on it.
All right. I did not like Jamie, who ran that radio station at 93.1.
Yeah.
Okay? Tony Tone was my go-to guy.
Was he in Hy-Vee now, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Which is fine. It doesn't matter where you're at.
I love Hy-Vee. I shot
As long
there.
as you-
Fuel saver.
As long as you're happy, you be wherever you want. Okay? But Tony Tone was my go-to guy at that radio station. That radio station cost me over $6,000 a year to have them at my bike night.
Advertisements?
$6,000
Because of advertisements?
for running radio ads and
Yeah.
live broadcasts. It was over $6,000.
Live broadcast costs you that much?
Ed, are you going to throw up in your own shit? I got a bucket for you. Hang on. I thought I was going to throw up,
I
ladies
got
and
the
gentlemen.
hiccups. I got the hiccups.
I thought I was going to throw up. Ed, there's
How
your
do you get
bucket.
rid of hiccups? Hold your breath.
Lyman bitters. Lyman bitters. Ladies and gentlemen, Lyman bitters. Suck on lime, 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 suck on lime. Let go. Throw it down.
Hey, this isn't
That's
Taco.
all good.
This isn't Taco Tuesday.
You wanted to know about hiccups, bitch.
I got them.
I just got you.
Am I done?
So anyway, Tony Tone, and I love the guy.
I want him on.
he's
Be on the
great.
podcast. I tried. It didn't work out.
He's a great guy.
Come over, Tony Tone.
Tony Tone is a great guy.
He seems like a great guy.
And I bitched to Tony Tone what was going on at the radio station. He was my go-to guy. Okay? And all of a sudden, I'm sorry, I'm going to do this.
Do it. Talk to the camera.
I'm going to do this because you know what? Here's the deal. I sent an olive branch out to Tony Tone this year. I wanted him to come down and host some of my bike nights. I would have still paid him his royalties. Okay. He's not with the radio station, but he's a very special, important, well-known person.
He seems like a great guy. I wish I'd
He
have him
is.
on.
No. And he told one of my staff members, oh, that's awesome. I'll do that. But he has still blocked me from Facebook, and I cannot get a hold of him. You know what? So here's the deal. It is what it is.
Can I tell you one thing when you're done?
It is what it is.
I will never block you from my life because you're like a brother from another mother. That's what you are. And I always,
You know what?
I always respect you and I always love you and care about you.
You know what, Ed, like again, I didn't even know you. I didn't even freaking know you.
From fucking Adam. You didn't even fucking know him.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, whoever calls their band Autumn Falls, you dumbass, is synonymous. Autumn Falls?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the same word. Okay. Who calls themselves the same name twice?
Respect to Barry LaFever who came up with the album or the fucking logo art and all that stuff too.
By the way, I do have that T-shirt and I still wear it.
Do you really?
I really do.
You
dude.
really do?
I swear to I will. Next time you play, I never wear another band's T-shirt or hat.
Next Friday. We play next Friday.
I know.
I don't know when
never
this will be
wear
published, but
I never wear another band T-shirt or hat of
Yes.
another band when some band's playing.
yes.
I will wear that T-shirt to show you that I have that T-shirt. I got that T-shirt, bro. And I don't know why I got the T-shirt because you guys didn't know me that night. But you guys gave it to me. I don't know why. Because you got screwed that night.
Can we
And
do
I
one
was
last
not
thing?
going to let that happen.
Can we do one last thing before we're done? One last
Yes.
thing. You want to see pictures from that night?
You got pictures from Autumn Falls that night? No way. You're not even that big of a nerd.
I'm a nerd. You know I'm a nerd.
Actually, he is a fucking nerd.
I'm a nerd. Here, let's go pictures. This is
Now
it.
the way the Scotch is talking now, I'm starting to swear.
It's okay to swear. It's okay. You can swear. Yep.
I'm used to being on the radio. We can't swear on the radio.
You can swear here because we're not the fucking radio.
Well, I'm just telling you right now. I didn't know you were fucking Howard Stern.
There you go. You got it. You got it. You got it. This is Durant, Iowa, motherfuckers. All right, here we go.
By the way, do people actually listen to you?
I have 275 subscribers.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm working my way up.
That's okay. Hey, you know what? You've done that all your life. You worked your way up.
That's all I'm trying to do.
And you're a successful man right now because of it.
Can I be honest? I'm not making money on this. It's just for the fun of it.
I know. I didn't ask you for any royalties. I didn't tell you that I was charging you $25 an hour.
You know I work for McDonald's, right?
Hey, bitch, you're getting $15 an hour. Give it up.
Thanks, Bernie. Thanks, Bernie.
Thanks, Bernie. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up.
Hold on here. We got to look this up. This is, what were we talking
Come on.
about?
Autumn Falls. You do not have pictures of that.
Oh, yeah. Wait for it.
That's outside, Ed. That was outside. You do not have pictures of that one.
Yeah. I fucking do. Look
No
up at
way.
that screen up there.
Are you serious? I'm sorry, that was dead Mike. Are you serious? That was outside, dude.
Wait for it.
That was outside.
You ready for this?
Look at you chubby little fucker.
You ready for this? Look at this shit, man. I'm not kidding you, man.
No, now I recognize the scenery. I do.
Good, better, best.
No, I'm just telling you right now that you got pictures from that show.
Look at this. I got pictures from all of our shows, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ed is a geek. He has cameras. He's a creeper, by the way.
By the way,
ladies, next time you go to a bar and you go in the women's bathroom, if Ed was there before you were, there's P-cams everywhere.
That's fucked up. That is not true. I just want
No,
you to know.
no, it is true, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Here we go. No, look at this. Look at this.
Oh my God.
That's Brandon Whitaker. He knew the guy that fucked us all over. This guy, he's the one.
Yeah, I know. Just don't mention no names.
I'm never going to mention no names.
Okay, because it's respectful. Because
Look.
everybody got paid.
Look at this.
And by the way, guys, let me tell you something about this thing we did. We did it to raise money, and I can't remember why we raised. I really can't.
What was that gig for? I don't remember.
We was going to raise money for something. I can't remember, Ed, exactly. Okay, but the way it went off. Oh, excuse me. Oh,
You're fine. You're fine.
The way it went off, it was sad, and it was mishandled. And the problem is that I didn't have my hands all over it because, by the way, I am a control freak.
He trusted somebody else.
I
and that's
trusted
what
somebody
happened.
else.
That's what happened.
But I am a control freak. When it comes to entertainment and everything else, I have to have control because I want to know what's going on, when it's going to go on, and what is going to happen, and why it's going to happen. You know what? And yes, and this is how I got to meet this guy right here because he was being dicked over by somebody else, and they got money that night. They did get money that night.
Well, not that night. I mean, it was when you delivered it.
No, you guys got money that night. You barely got money that night.
Very little. And you know what?
I know, but that's why.
I remember it. Can I tell you one thing? Not to interrupt you. I'm not trying to interrupt you.
No, you do that.
So, the man in the middle, Brandon Whitaker, who was on the podcast last year, basically he knew the guy that fucked us over, right? So we got paid more than any other band because he knew the guy that was running the thing, right? But still, it was a fucked up situation where we got shorted too. And that's when you still came around and paid everybody. It was like a young band. They were young, right? Weren't they young?
There were you. There was.
No. The other band that was their young band that played there.
It was a Jamaica band.
That's right. Yes.
They were out of Rock
Jamaican.
Island. I didn't know who they were.
Are they still around?
They were a family. Remember, they were a family of 9. They didn't sing. Remember this? They did not sing. They played music like Carlos Santana's music.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that little kid who was like 7 years
They
old?
were fucking young.
Remember that kid that was like 7 years old?
Yeah.
And he ripped Carlos Santana on his guitar.
Yeah.
Okay. It was you guys, them.
We headlined that night. We played.
No, it
before.
wasn't. No, you did not.
Can I
Because
explain
the guy who.
the guy they played before us because he had to run the sound. I know. Trust me.
Oh, okay.
They ended up letting us headline, but he still fucked everybody. Fucked everybody.
He did.
That's why he paid us more, even though we still got more. We got a little chunk from you still at the end. This gentleman, he fucking cares. That's why I love him. That's why he's here, and that's why we've known each other for so long. Because you know what? If you can find somebody in your life who cares the way this guy does, that's the kind of people you need to keep in your life because he knows and understands. That's exactly what it is. You're a fucking legend, man. You fucking kidding me?
In my own mind.
No. In my mind.
You know, Ed, I'm telling you now, in my journeys in life, I look for things that make me happy. I look for things that make me smile.
Yeah.
You know what? Everybody has turmoils and everything else. It is what it is, okay? But when it comes down to it, just look for something that makes you freaking happy, makes you fucking smile.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? Makes your life worthwhile.
Yep.
You know, I mean, you've got it going on right now, my brother. Lacey, what a wonderful woman. Great gal. I've known her for 15 years as well. Okay. Awesome. Good for you. Good for your little podcast going thing on here, which is kind of wild because I thought it was an hour.
The longest one is? The longest one has been like 3 hours.
And I drank a fucking bottle of scotch, and I don't even drink scotch.
Take that with you. That's yours.
Okay. I will put that in my bar. I'll let my bartenders know.
Put it on your wall.
By the way, no one, ladies and gentlemen, no one makes me do what I don't want to do. All right? No one. I have people have always said, Fro, do a shot with us. Do a shot. I want a shot. I won't do a shot. I won't do it. I don't do it. I don't do it. I don't do it. You cannot make me do anything. But now, tonight, I'm in one of my great friends' house. Ed, Madison. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You got me on scotch, dude. What the fuck?
I love it. This is great.
So, I'm in his house, and he's making me do this shit.
You know what we're going to do?
I hope I get out of here alive.
You know
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't hear it from me again, will you please look for my body? I'm between Durant and Wilton.
Here's what we're going to do to play this out. It's only fair.
What?
Scooby-Doo.
Are you serious?
Fucking dead serious. And then we're
By
done.
the way, I could be
We're
dead
done.
serious. I could be dead serious as
Done.
well. Okay.
We're
All
done
right.
after this.
All
This
right.
is it. How about this?
Did I bore you enough?
No. Brian Froehlich. Can I ask you one question?
Can I cough first?
Cough.
Can I clear my lungs?
Clear your lungs. Would you be okay coming back onto the podcast sometime?
You know, Ed, I love you.
Next year.
Ed, I love you. You know what? If you asked me to go to the moon with you, I would go to the moon with you. All right?
I don't want to go to the moon.
Why not?
Because I'd rather go here.
You
with
chicken shit fucker.
Honestly, I'd rather be, in this moment with him. That's where I'd rather be.
But anyway, this guy here, one of the most humble, graceful, gracious people I've ever met in my life. You couldn't ask for more. I mean, this is why I have let him in my world, because I don't let a lot of people into my world. I do not let
I'm getting fucking weak.
my world.
I'm getting weak.
No. My world is small. I am fucking almost atom small. And I don't just let anybody in my freaking world. And you have to be someone special. You have to give me something. You have to entice my mind, because I'm 57 and I don't have much time.
He doesn't look 57. Don't even fucking say you don't have that much time. What
Shut
the fuck
up.
ever. Don't even say that.
Bro, I'm not fucking Mick Jagger. That fucker's going to live to be 120.
How old is Mick Jagger?
75?
Jesus Christ.
And he's got a kid on the way?
He's got a kid on the way?
I don't believe it's his, because that fucker can't produce sperm.
No shit.
No, his fucking bitch is getting someone else. Sorry, Mick. I love you, Mick Jagger, but you know what? You're 75 fucking years old. You're not squirting anything that has any life in it. Okay? All you're doing is sending shit down the road.
Here's the deal. Bitches be after that. They want it.
Well, duh.
You know what else they want?
He's worth like what? How much? Millions of dollars.
Oh my God.
Really?
How about this? You know what?
By the way, you know what?
Yes.
Ladies, I'm not worth nothing. But if I was worth something, I would sing you a song. And you would play along. And I would say, hey, baby, why don't you come over here and make me crazy? Because I love you. You're in my heart. And I don't know, but I would fall apart.
Yeah.
I love you, darling. Please come supply me.
Here it comes.
And come hang out with me.
The
Because
blanks.
I need you.
Here we come. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Here's the deal, everybody. Thanks for hanging out tonight, and we appreciate you hanging out.
And I'm sorry I bored you.
No, you didn't fucking bore us. We've been having a great time, and you know what?
I drank a bottle of scotch. What the fuck is up with that one? Jesus Christ.
If you really want to see Scooby-Doo live, come see us at Founders Day opening Friday weekend, and we're going to be there with my man in B311.
Ed, you are one of my favorite people in the world.
This gentleman right here is a man that
I
would
swear
do,
to God, you.
he would do. I would
You
do,
are one of my favorite people in the world.
I would do anything for this man. I want you to know that. And here's the
Oh.
deal: we're done for the night. Everybody, say goodbye, Fro.
Well, goodbye.
Fro. And here's the deal:
Yes.
can you do up another podcast someday?
If you like me, I would. That's okay.
I don't like you. I love you.
If you would like me too, that's
Love you.
fine.
Love you too.
This was fun. Okay?
Did it go by quick?
No, I went by slow. I fucking drank a bottle of scotch. What the fuck are you talking about? Fuck, I'd rather stick to marijuana.
I don't do marijuana, but I do scotch. And here's the deal. Thanks everybody for listening. Ed Madison Podcast Project. We're here in Durant. We had Brian Brian Froehlich. Remember when I messaged you? I'm like, I'm up here in like Northern Iowa. There's like some Froehlich museum, and you're like, oh, that's not me.
No.
What was that Froehlich? It was like some.
We are famous. We are famous. My Uncle Ed ran the. Uncle Ed was the big guy. He just retired after 45 years.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Us Froehlichs. we are a ball to be reckoned with.
I'm fucking reckoning with this shit right now. Are you fucking kidding me? Look at this guy. This guy.
Oh, I'm buff.
Buff, give it to us.
Yeah, I'm fucking 57 years old. Don't
Here's
get me fucking wrong.
Here's the deal. We're gonna end this podcast, and then we're gonna play like one legit round of Scooby Doo. I'm gonna sing with him off camera. But thanks for hanging out with us tonight, and I'm gonna see you next month. All right? Or no, later this month. I've got Andy Willie from Night Owl Fiber. He's gonna come over and.
Well, that's going to be a real honor. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding you.
He's not gonna watch. He's not gonna watch this anyway. It's okay.
I'm just kidding you. I don't know who you are, Andy.
Do you know who he is though?
No, I don't know.
He's from Walcott. He's putting in fiber internet in the Durant area.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Faster
you're gonna
internet. Faster internet.
18 hours on downtime.
Can I say
That's
one
okay.
thing? Can I share one thing that's really important with you right now that nobody else knows publicly?
About me?
I'm quitting my
I don't know.
I put in my 2-week notice 2 weeks ago as a Chevrolet product trainer, and I am no longer going to be that. Tomorrow is my last day, and I'm going to be starting Monday. I'm going to be working at Erickson Chevrolet in Milan, Illinois. So
Are you really serious?
I just changed jobs. Yep. I'm going to announce it here on my podcast.
Ed?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Congratulations. No matter what you do,
Thanks, brother.
no matter what you do in your life, you're going to do it well because you've always done everything well.
Thank you.
And you succeed at every moment in your life since I've known you since 2011. You're going to be amazing.
Thank you. So that's it. We broke the news. I got a new job starting, but I'm still going to be here doing podcasts. And my friend, my good friend, best friend of years and years, Brian Froehlich, my good friend. We're going to play next Friday at B311. And, man,
You got to come out because you know what? If you've not seen Blackout Unplugged, you have not experienced music. Because you know what? These two guys, they rip it, they tear it, they do whatever you guys nowadays say it. Because you know what? No one does it better. And actually, Mike does some of the songs better than the freaking artists that put them out there.
He really does.
I'm sorry.
If it
I've
wasn't,
been told this.
if it wasn't for Mike, I'd be like fucking
Shut
lost.
up.
I'd be
Shut
lost.
up.
You know I'm fucking right. You know I'm fucking right. Mike is
You know what?
Mike
you
is
know
the
what,
fucking
Ed?
man. He's
Ed,
the man.
you know what? Hang on. You are right that in life, you're lucky to hook up with something special.
I'm fucking lucky, man.
Okay?
I'm lucky.
No, you really are.
I'm lucky.
Everybody is lucky to hook up with something special. It's happened to me and with Mike and you. Again, if you guys wanted to quit your careers, I'm drunk on scotch now, people. I'm sorry. If you wanted to give up your career, I would become your manager and I would take you around the United States of America and I would be your manager and you guys would be like the freaking fucking Beatles.
Here's the deal. We all appreciate people in our lives that help us get to where we're at. And Fro has been that kind of person that's got me to the point where I'm at as not only a musician, but as an individual. And everything he's done to help me in between, I really appreciate you.
You're a good man, Ed. You're a great man. You're a great man.
People like him.
Your heart is good.
People like him.
Your
is the
soul is
reason-
good.
People like him is the reason I keep going to every day. Here's the deal. You got to find people in your life that respect you and love you and appreciate you. And you got to do the best you can in yourself. Can we get a send off?
Peace out,
Peace
Boy
out.
Scout.
We're done. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.